Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of, I guess, History of Fight or Retro Fights. I still haven't decided what to call this, but today we are throwing it back with the trial decks that were first released for the Limit Break era. Today I have myself Card Fight posting. How are you doing today, buddy?
Hello Curly, it's a pleasure to be here on your show today. I'm doing quite well. Like he said, Card Fight posting, ace with something, whatever you want to call me. I exist and I've been playing since as long as I can remember.
Perfect. Because these cards are about as old as I can remember. So these are the first trial decks, or the first trial decks for Limit Break era, the second set that were ever released, featuring Thunderbreak Dragon and Garamore. Let's see how these play out. Ace, go ahead. You go first.
Yes, sir. Alright, draw. Starting out, immediately, Ride, Blessing Owl, Classic Vanguard, I end my turn.
Pretty good. I will stand and draw. I will pitch
quite the eventful turn.
Yeah. I'll discard to ride from my right deck now. I will ride into Red River Dragoon here. And I'll do you one better. I'll actually go to battle. Swing at you for 8.
No guard.
Alright. Drive check. It's just a dragon. Okay.
Damage check.
Okay.
Stand trigger.
Not bad.
My move, let's go.
Yep.
Alright, stand. Draw. Not the best opportunity. However, skip ride.
Ow.
Call
Okay.
charge gall.
Sure. Oof.
We'll have Blessing Owl supported by charge gall for 12,000 to the Vanguard.
Oof. Yeah, sure thing. No guard.
Drive check. Let's
Okay.
go!
There you go. You'll have to see it. Damage check. Alright, stand for stand.
This is what content looks like.
Yep. This is perfect. Alright, I will stand and draw. This is gonna be awkward because we're probably gonna ride the same exact grade too. I'm gonna ride Thunderstorm Dragoon here. And
Wouldn't it be crazy if I did have a Thunderstorm Dragoon in this deck?
imagine.
Just the awesome one of Narukami card.
Yeah. I mean, technically you could. It's just a vanilla, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's a great one. Okay. I will throw out the Djinn of Lightning Flare. And I will also call out... I won't be too greedy. We'll just leave it at that. I'll go to battle phase. Click end phase so that you don't have
You're
to
right. I completely forgot about that.
You're good.
I looked at my card and I was like, what? Why am I so buff all of a sudden?
It's a big ass bird. Just like this Djinn here. He's gonna get an extra 2k since I have an Narukami Vanguard.
Alright.
That's 10 to your 6.
No guard. Immediate damage check.
Nice.
Okay then.
Alright. 10 to your 6 for my Dragoon.
That one, I'm gonna have Silent Punisher attempt to stop.
Ooh, very nice. That is my favorite critical trigger, I think, of all original Vanguard.
Same here. I
Nice.
gotta say, same here. Excellent taste, my friend.
Perfect.
Very sad he wasn't in V-Series.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Speaking of original Vanguard, I've asked everyone this so far, so I wanted to ask you before we get any further. How did you first start getting to Vanguard, or I guess also when did you first start getting into Vanguard?
I first started getting into Vanguard around November of 2013, I believe.
Okay.
And it's because I was in Las Vegas at my uncle's house with my older brother, who was a college student during peak Vanguard times. So you can imagine, nerd, he played games like that all his life. I love you, Matthew, by the way. I want to say, I'm not calling him a nerd in a bad way.
Sure, yeah.
But he played all those games, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon, everything. So he introduced me to a lot of card games at a young age. And the one he brought with him was Card Fight Vanguard. Now, he had 2 decks. Both of them were actually relatively meta at the time. One of them was the classic Spectral Duke Dragon. And this was right before BT09, Class of the Knights and Dragons.
Right. Okay. Oof. Interesting.
And then he also had a Phantom Blaster Overlord deck, which is
Oh.
the first deck that I ever ended up playing.
Wow. Okay.
So I've been in it for coming on 12 years now.
Very nice. Very nice. All right.
Which
That's
is
fair.
so I was 6. I was 6
Yeah.
when this started.
Fair enough. Yeah. I remember. Interesting. Okay. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I know a lot of people that started obviously during that time because that's when Vanguard was at its first peak, I will say, right?
Yeah. I don't
yeah.
think it's never breached the mainstream as much as it has since then.
Yeah.
But within the card game realm, I think it's more popular than it was originally.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. With that, I will
Hit me with the drive.
Yeah, I can't break through this. I don't have 10k triggers. Check. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I will pass on to you. Go ahead.
All right. Silent Punisher is retired.
Mm-hmm.
Stand and draw.
Mm-hmm.
Ride. Knight of Superior Skills. Bowman.
Yep.
And then immediately we're going into battle phase.
Sure.
Bowman will be attacking Thunderstorm Dragoon for 16,000. Coming at ya.
Interesting. Okay. No guard.
All right. Drive check.
Ooh,
Heal trigger.
Very nice.
Power to Bowman. Did I recover 1 damage?
Sure thing. I'll take 1
You know-
damage. Oof.
What I don't think people realize is early Vanguard, having a grade 1 booster was completely game changing.
Yes.
I think even more than it is now with, higher powered Vanguards, you could get through pretty much anything early game if you had just a single boost.
Yeah, which is interesting because they've kind of brought that back in Divine, since all of the Divine skill decks, they have that one double rare grade 1 that it gets an effect from
Yes.
boosting the Vanguard, so they've kind of brought that back in a way, which is kind of cool.
Oh, I completely agree. I love that it's becoming more rearguard focused again. I think it
Yes.
was way too Vanguard only during V-Series.
Yes, that's fair. Alright, I will stand and draw, and I will ride Thunder Break Dragon. And I hope you enjoyed boosting, because when this
I
card
will
is
not be doing that anymore.
when this card is placed on Vanguard Circle, I will pay the cost of Counterblast 2. Choose one of your grade 2 or less rear guards and retiring it.
I'm getting Blaster Bladed.
Blaster Bladed, let's go. I'll go to main. This little fella doesn't do enough. We'll be a little conservative here. We'll fill out
Vanillas
this
used to
reserve.
be so funny.
Yeah.
Vanillas used to be so funny.
Yeah, they're pretty good, not gonna lie. Oh, but feel bad. I wish I had another one, to be honest. Let's do yeah, we'll use his skill. Since I'm attacking, I have an Arakami Vanguard. He'll get +2, and we'll swing in for 18.
No guard.
Yep.
Let's see you. Damage check. Heal
Ooh,
trigger.
Very good. Very
Power
good.
to the Vanguard. I don't recover, but that is more than enough to stop you without a trigger.
We'll see about that. I don't have Limber Break, so I'll not power up. I'll swing with Thunderbreak Dragon for 10 to your 15.
Let's see. I could be really funny,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna choose the other funny option, which is no guard. Hit me with it.
Alright. Let's see if my luck of crit sacking people on this show works out. First check. Second check. You're safe.
Alright.
Alright. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Tuesday stream. Our CB1 is better than CB2. I can't believe that was CB2 back in the day. I also learned recently that exculpate, or whatever the hell it's called, expuculate the blaster was not a grade 4 originally. It was grade 3, and they just made him grade 4 in 0. Rest in peace, 0, grade 0. You will forever live on in our memory, and as the corpse that Bushi will raid for merch once a year occasionally and then do nothing else with, unfortunately. I wish they would at least, like, go all in with that, right? If we're gonna raid the dead corpse of Vanguard Zero for merch, then like, just go all in. Give me all the sleeves. Give me all the alt arts, right? Like, just go all in. Don't just like do it once a year. Be like, oh yeah, here's this fucking art from Zero a while back. Oh, have it as a fucking sleeve, right? But whatever. When someone gonna remake Zero from scratch, yeah, it's out there. It's just kind of hard to do. I was actually there's that actually came up this weekend, but yeah, it's just not as easy as it seems because it's depends how much of it was handled on the server side, but also you have to build a server to manage all the stuff that the game does. So it's a whole ass mess, unfortunately. Even though some of the assets, or I shouldn't say some, but like all the assets are out there, but I don't know if we have enough to do that to actually reverse engineer it, essentially, right? No. I think it's not that difficult because they use like a non-proprietary software to make it, so something like Unity, but it wasn't Unity to make it, so who knows. Make vintage an official format where you print the cards with buffs. That's basically just what they did with History Collection, but hey Zadex, how's it going? All your untap or something has 0 cards. I mean, yeah, you can probably use that untap thing for it, but yeah. Who's ready to fight? Casual gameplay of 0 damage. Fenrir's, I'm not gonna be I'd rather not, thank you. I would rather have counterblast and have interaction. I don't know why you card gamers have this obsession with not playing with other people, not having interaction. But no, I think I'd rather have interaction. Thank you very much. I'd rather not play solitaire. Or I'd rather not even, it's not even me playing solitaire, it's watching someone else play solitaire. I'd rather not, right? I think there's YouTube videos for that, so I think I'm good. But alright. I forgot to mention it in one of the slides, but I'll mention it I guess now, right? But we do have the Bushiroad presentation. I think I mentioned it last time, so that's fine. But we do have the Bushiroad presentation, the spring, I think it's a spring strategy presentation this Thursday, Thursday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for you it might vary, it's either Wednesday or Thursday or whatever, but just as a reminder that is coming up, right? So you might hear some new news for whatever it is, but we'll see. But yes, instead we'll be talking about Vezrug. I don't think that's the actual name, but we'll be talking about this thing today. And a couple of other things, right? So there's that. We'll talk about this announcement that happened while I was away. And then we'll talk about why I was away this weekend, right? We'll touch on that a little bit. But before that, we have our beloved cards of the day. Everyone's favorite segment, cards of the day. Where is this music coming from? What is happening here? Hold on. But where is it coming from? That doesn't make sense. I'm trying to go to the next track, but you're not showing me the playlist, so I can't do that. There we go. Okay, that was silly. We'll try during the test today. We'll give that a shot. See if I don't get dinged for that. But yeah, girl, how's it going? Whoops, sorry. Reactions to that announcement were hilarious for the Shadowverse thing. Oh, we'll touch on that in a bit. I feel bad for Gagetsu this episode. I mean, I don't know if I feel bad for him necessarily. I vaguely understand his motivations or whatever. Like, I get it. I don't know if I feel bad for him. I think he'll be fine. I don't think it's that big of a deal, I guess. But we call it the day is Code of the Duelist. Oh, alright, yeah. I guess so. That is that's a set that has like what? That's a brain set, isn't it? Never mind, I don't care. Insert his appearance in 3, 2, 1. Maybe on the next slide. Or usually he shows up afterwards. After we do the Flatberg stuff. Right. Like right after it. But alright, so this is Agrahas Assault is common from set 8. Just has one effect. Continuous on rear and on guardian circle. If you have a grade 3 or greater Flagberg, All your tier knights grade 3 or greater, all your grade 3 or greater tier dragons units get intercept and 5k shield. So that's really cool, because I immediately, when I saw this, because I was away, I just saw like this part. It's just like, oh, it's a grade 1 that just gets 5k shield. But no, it makes it so all of your dragons can actually intercept and get 5k shield. So that's really cool, because this deck uses a lot of grade 3s now, and now they give you a little bit of shield value. So that's kind of nice. Whether or not this will see play, I don't know, but this is one of those things that I get to call, this goes into the bucket of nice to have in a toolkit, right? So whether or not you actually put this in your deck, it's whatever, but you can have something that you can actually use, so it expands the toolkit for Flybird, which is cool. I expect anyone that's down bad. Sure. Even in Spanish, that name it cannot be pronounced. Agrahasasalt. I don't know. Assault? Yeah, basically. What Flybird needs besides the obvious upgrade is a better grade 1 for the ride deck. Yeah, kinda, yeah. Like, I appreciate what they did with that card, but it is a bit outdated at this point. I played Flagberg. You played Abe Flagberg, who tore through me yesterday. Nice. Good. But speaking of good, hey Kugo, how's it going, buddy? Nice haircut, thank you. But I mean, yeah, I guess it still looks fresh. I got it like on Thursday, but yeah, looks decent now. Yeah, this is Wisdom Brave Shooter. You're not a robot. It says I don't know, man. It seems like you always fail those captures all the time. But this has 2 effects. This, when it's placed on rare, if you have a grade 3 or greater Flagberg, you EB3. Choose a tier dragon from your drop and call it. So this card and the previous card work perfectly well, because this works like the that one archer. They're both archers, ironically. That one archer in I was gonna say Sakea, but these are both in Sakea. But the one that you play in like Aurora and Claudine that gives your tokens 5k, you just need 1 copy of it. So you just need 1 copy of this, because it doesn't stack, I don't think. Right? Because it's an if and it's continuous. I don't think this stacks to give them 5k and another 5k. But either way, you can intercept with your dragon, bring it back, and then use its on-place effect, right? As long as it's not from hand, for example. But that's pretty cool. Then it says, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard Flagbearer in its card name, this unit gets boost. So, yeah, this is a pretty good card. I don't like that everything, as I always complain about, is locked to grade 3. But it is nice that it gets boost continuously. So you can play this on turn 2 if you really needed to, and then like move him back or something like that if you need to like rush with him. Because I feel like that's the only way that deck is going to work now. If you just make the most use out of the ride line, which was giving you early bodies to just rush, right? Having stuff that can only be played on turn 3, which is like majority of your cards, makes that really difficult. Which might be what they were tries to aim for with the ride line, give you bodies early, because you have to play all of your pieces late in the game. So maybe that's what they were going for, but yeah. Tank top turlers are Azim's favorite, it seems, possibly. But seems like a cool card. It seems really good, right? Recursion is good. This is possibly going to compete with energy, with the other grade 3 that they got. I think it was in set 5. Of course, there's that one card that Flagberg has access to that gives them energy, but it has to be played from hand, and I don't know if maybe that's more playable now. I don't know, but I feel like this is a good solid card, right? This, for me, it feels like this is something like the Hardening Insight that Barrow got in set 2, which was like a good card for the deck, and it became substantially better once he got a new form. So maybe it's something like that. We'll see. Each give 5, don't they? They just intercept once, maybe, because it's +5. So maybe if you have 3 of them, you have 15k shields. I don't know, but I'm assuming it does, but I'm not sure just because it's a continuous. No. Yeah, I guess it doesn't, because it doesn't give 5k shield. It just says yeah, because I think because of the way it's worded, they all get just 5k shield. They don't get like additional 5k shield, if that makes sense. But I don't know, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'd have to check. Whether or not that's the case, I don't know. I don't know if people would actually do that, but yeah, I'd have to check on that. Nice efforts. You can put him behind Vanguard to take advantage of Flagbird's Vanguard Battle Door skill. Yeah. This guy? Yeah, you can do that. You can also put the other grade 1 behind there, but that's typically where the dragon goes. So I don't know. I feel like you'd probably put these on boosters on the rear columns, and you'd probably still play the grade 3. But I don't know. I personally feel like taking out that grade 3, but having a grade 3 that can intercept now is kind of nice. But and you support is pretty good, but isn't enough for Flagberg, sadly. They need an extra push to get better. Probably, yeah. But I feel like they have more than enough cards now. I think the only thing the deck needs is a new Vanguard and a new Rearguard. Even though I still think Flagberg on its own is still really good. I think it has a really strong effect, but it probably needs a new Vanguard. It probably has the same exact effect, but has just one additional auto or axe skill that helps the deck out. That's pretty much all it needs, I think. The rallying would have been better if you didn't have leave yourself with one soul turn 3 and the deck there. I think causes it, so yeah. The new Flagberg will be triple rare. I doubt it. I think that was just a Eugene thing because they hate Eugene, and also because of the fact that they needed to make the new Varga, and they gave the new Varga did he get a new triple rare? What was the other triple rare? That's I forgot what was the other triple rare. Grade 3s don't have a shield icon printed on them, so they technically have 0 shield. Right, so that gives it 5 shield. I don't know if it if it gives it 5 shield and it gives it 5 shield again. I don't know if it stacks or if they just flat get 5 shield each time and that's it. Set 10 new tripleware upgrade for Flagberg, Greedon, and Gravidia Trust. I mean, unfortunately, Gravidia and Greedon already have a new form, but don't forget Greedon magically randomly came in a Kratos Epic set, so maybe even in set 9 that could happen. But yeah, I don't know. I would love to see Gravidia Mask work, right? I would love for them to find a way to make Gravidia Mask work, but I would not be against a like purified quote unquote version of Gravidia that ditches the mask version and even the old version. Greedon I don't care about, honestly. I feel like Greedon Mask still works just fine. I don't know if he really needs a form, to be honest. Kyung goes ult 3 with Leverage Dress and goes screw it, I'm going back to Leverage Dress. I don't know about all that. Random Flyberg is a D set 3 Vanguard. That's 18 sets ago. Yeah, 18 sets. I feel like that's. Is it not longer? Yeah, Mask doesn't count. Mask counts. Mask counts, especially for Greedon. Greedon Mask was a good mask card, so it definitely counts. That definitely counts. The Triple Arbor Dragon Empire was from set 5 was the Alcalibra support. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I remember the Cycler. I didn't remember the other triple rare. They could have just made that a double rare, honestly. And they could have made Eugene a triple rare, but yeah, they just don't like Eugene. The day new video comes out, I pray for the meta. It'll probably be fine. But we'll see. And I'm not the only one that just never liked the mask deck due to how much space they took up. Yep, that's accurate. I liked concepts about how mask worked, but I feel like they were poorly executed for most of the decks that actually got the mask, and they were also poorly supported. Because they were poorly supported because they got a bunch of garbage cards. Like, there's that one Silverhorn Beast in Circea that just says if you have a Dragon Tree marker, if you have 3 Dragon Tree markers, Counterblast, Soul Blast, draw 1 card, right? And they expected that to be some kind of like viable support, right? So like the mass decks never got any actual support. They just really got their nation wrenches, and then they got the grade 2s, right? And then that was really the only piece of mass support that they got. And then they got a bunch of random crappy cards, typically that didn't do anything for them. So they didn't really do a good job supporting them. And even when they did get the mask versions, it didn't work out for a lot of the decks that they actually gave the mask for. Like, I feel like Direct Jewel Mask was a really bad opportunity, and partially that might have been fixed if, like, you know, Michio's voice actor was still around for Will Dress, so maybe things would have been different, but I feel like they didn't really do too much with that deck either way. So maybe that had nothing to do with it. They just fucked that up. I feel like Leonor and Mask could have been better on release, right? They could have done more of that deck also. Zorga Mask was, of course, the best example of it. That still sees play today. Magnolia Mask could have been a little bit better, but, you know, that still was relatively implemented well. I feel like Solarian Mask is really good, whereas like Gandiva Mask, not so much. Everyone that breaked our basket at least once, yeah. Gravity is fine, he just got held up other views ago, did it too. Yeah, I think Gravity is fine. I just like Gravity Mask art, and I want that deck to actually work. But I would also like a new version of the deck that doesn't rely on the mask, because again, Gravidian Mask is one of those examples where it literally doesn't make sense in that deck, because you already play a fuck ton of orders, and you have no space in that deck, so they expect you to then add in the mask packages to that too. So it just made absolutely no sense. So there were a lot of decks that they picked that made no fucking sense, and then they didn't like engineer around that, right? Because like Orphis also was really tight on space and played a bunch of orders, so you would think a mask would work, but they made it work, right? They designed it in a way that worked, and they just refused to do that same thing for Gravidia and just gave her a bunch of bullshit. It's like, yeah, whatever, who gives a shit? No. Imagine come up with Leo Odium Mask. I mean, I'm sure people wouldn't mind an edgier version of Odium, but yeah, that won't happen. I'm not the mask package. I'm not the mask package. I know you're Ant-Man, you're not the mask package. For Alma Jester deck, you got the free space now, yeah. Even I don't remember the Sylvan card, yeah. The only thing that it was organic to the mask is Dominator Grugio, yeah, because that was specifically designed for it, and Zorga, because it specifically works on Orb. Neither are really bad in today's standards, yeah. Leonor and Mask became good once people realized Rosarian Fairy has the text Leonor on it. I mean, yeah. I mean on release, but yeah, eventually Leonor and Mask was fine, but then it didn't matter because she got a new form, so who gives a shit? Leonor and Mask hits like a wet noodle when your opponent's hitting defensives, yeah, so that's what I mean. They could have made that deck a little bit better. Now Orphis pulls a hair out every time a new card comes out, because how the hell are you supposed to fit that into the deck? Yeah. I'm telling you, she was one tier. Hey, she was a tier 1 deck once she had to be so bad. I'm telling you, she was a tier 1 deck once, so she had to be bad when they made the second form. I mean, yeah, that's basically Gravidia's punishment and Magnolia's punishment for whatever reason. Of course, Shiranui never has to pay for his sins, right? Eva never pays for her sin. Youthberg never pays for their sins, right? These other tier 1 decks that were really good for a long time, they just get power crept out, right? They don't get punished. But like Gravidia, she's like, nah, you were good for one set. Fuck you. Here's the most garbage support in the world. Magnolia Mask, we had to make a restriction for you for no reason. Nah, you're never getting good support ever again. So pathetic. Anyway, sorry. A bunch more of these. Lunar Mask was the first deck where the timeline was ironically very good, but the deck was so stupidly Persona reliant. Yeah. Remember when those cards were like, remember those were the first like actual cyclers we got in set 9, and I think none of them have actually seen play except for Tideline, but even Tideline really has not seen play, right? Because the Dragon Empire one never saw play. The Branket one saw a little bit of play in Evangarda, some experimented play at Eva, and that's it. The Keter one never saw play. The Dark States one actually saw some play, right? Steam Clean is the only one that saw play. Like actual play out of those, but yeah, most of these just never saw any play whatsoever. How is a new Nirvana going to hold up against a Raziel Vita and new bag by not giving it a new form? Because I'm tired of that stupid ass deck new forms. And we could also just make good cards and not have to resort to the
break glass, new grade 3 button, but yes. So we have here Kavar Shahar Fisher, sir. Sharf Sharfchester. Kavar Sharfchester. Sure. Here's a grade 1 that has 2 effects. First one, auto, when this is placed on rear. If you have a grade 3 or greater rotovisor in its card name, choose one of your other units against 5k to the end of the turn. Why couldn't it just be rotovisor? Would that really be that bad if I got 5k on turn 1 for this deck that definitely could use that kind of effect? Would that have been horrible? But alright. Then it says that when it's placed on Guardian, if you have a grade 3 or greater rotovisor and you have 2 arenas, you can energy blast 2. This gets 10k shield. Would it have really been that bad if we just didn't have this grade 3 rotovisor text? Alright, we already have to have 2 arenas, right? So we have to already be on rotovisor and also not brick, right? Would it be that bad if I could use 15k shield in the early game, even though it already has a fucking cost? Would that have been that fucking bad? Like, god damn. Ugh, so much necessary text for no reason, right? Like, you're really gonna tell me this would have made the deck tier 0 fucking problematic if I could have used this on turn 2 going second to not get my ass blasted, even though I have to pay energy blast 2 just to get 15k shield? That, you're telling me that would have been insane? Like, come on, man. I mean, would be a disappointing by current day Nova Grappler, yeah. Why do Japanese think German words are bad? It's beyond me. I mean, sometimes they are, but sometimes they're just hard to pronounce. Rotovisor has 20 extra energy to spare return. Yeah, exactly. Like, the only way I can get the extra energy is if I on hit, right? If I hit something with my skills. So why not let me then use this in the early game to make sure my skills fucking hit? But anyways, so this could have been definitely a lot better, but they just, as always, just have to slap on grade 3 shenanigans on it. Then we have the double rare here, the Kettensage. I don't know what this does in in German, to be honest. I don't know what sound that's supposed to make. Kettensage Lefia. What's 2 effects? This is grade 2. Continuous on rear and guardian. If you have 2 or more arenas, this gets 5k shield and attack. Then in your drop, if you have a grade 3 or greater rotovisor and you don't have this card, you can EB2 rest in arena to call this to rear. Again, would this have been so bad if I could use this on turn 2 if they can get a combined rusher? Would an in-engine combined rusher be so bad because you already have combined rusher? Right? This is a nation with combined rusher. If I had an in-nation combined rusher, would that be so bad? I don't think so. Like, EB2 Counterblast 1 to get 2 bodies that don't get any power. I guess this one gets 5k, but like, would it have been so bad to be able to use this on turn 2? But whatever. It's just hard to pronounce than lyrical names though. It is, because lyrical just has a bunch of random words and then the name is hard, whereas like this, the entire fragment of the entire part of the name is hard, where lyrical is just the actual surname of the card is hard, because it'll be like I took a shit and I forgot to wipe Lor Chapelapela, right? And I can't pronounce this part, but like this first part is like super easy because it's usually just plain English. But when comparing Rotovisor and Bob Akshaw's Akshaw ride line, can you guys just say Bob? You know I'm not gonna be able to say that shit. You can tell the amount of favoritism that's coming from a Bob main since 2023. Yeah, I mean we do have the we don't have a grade 1 order, but we have the thing that searches out the orders. But it only works if you go second, which is why they could have easily made this work, right? But whatever, like I had said before. But yeah. What the hell? Who? What? But yeah, this isn't great. It's something. It's not great. Could have been way better. and it still wouldn't have been enough, but it's whatever. Then we have typo because I forgot to put this card's actual name here. That is my placeholder text that I use for these slides, but it doesn't matter. This is just the cycler, the common cycler for Sturkea, that you can just CB1 do something from drop. That's not the overturning card with it. So last but not least, we have ourselves here Revelation Dragon Meldiazia. Bird support? Possibly, yeah. This has 2 effects. During your turn, if your drop has 10 or more cards, it's got 5 power. So, more importantly, this will see play. I'm pretty sure it Night Rose pretty soon, but we'll see. Then at the end of the battle, this unit attack. Retire this unit. Look at the top 3. Choose any number of cards, discard them. Then if you did 2 or less cards, if you discarded 2 or less, shuffle your deck. So you can look at this, see crit OT, and not discard it if you don't want to. You can look at this and see crit shit you want to drop, and only discard the shit that's in your drop. This goes kind of hard. I feel like this goes really hard also in stuff like our Lord and Savior Cristianos. So, hey Pumpkin, how you doing? Who is Melzia for? Zorga? I mean, you can use this in Zorga. I don't think Zorga needs this, but you can use this in Cristianos. You can use this in Night Rose. You can use this in like any deck. Honestly, you can play this in like every single deck. Because look at top 3 mill pieces that you can call from drop is really good. Right? You can use this in literally every deck, and it's also free. Hey, Pumpkin, thank you for the subscribe. You can use this, yes, in the new bird deck, which is probably going to end up using your drop, right? Presumably, from what we know. Bird deck is Sturkea, not Dark Snakes. Yeah, the bird. Why would the bird not? He was green and had wings. But yeah, it's for Dark Sturkea. Of course. Just so you know, Pumpkin, we're also streaming on YouTube, and I'm not allowed to show YouTube chat. So that is who I'm responding to, just so you know. But yes, X says, funny enough, this could set up drop for Maggie Patriarch. Exactly. There's like infinite amounts of decks you can play in this and it'll just work, right? Because just milling and deck thinning is good, right? But whether or not it's like mandatory for those decks is a different story. But you can play this feasibly in like every deck, and it'll probably be really good. Bird from the manga, yes, bird from the manga. It's Rose, since my username is different. Okay, cool. Hey Rose, I hope you're doing well. This one. You can play it in Lunar, sure. Does Cristiano deck out a lot if the game goes long? The game will not go long because we will be dead before them. So the answer is no. If you don't discard, you place the cards on top of your deck in any order. No. Okay. Choose any number of them, discard them. So presumably any number means 0. Then if you discarded 2 or less, so if you discarded 0, because that's less than 2, you shuffle your deck. So no. Yeah, exactly. You shuffle anyways. No. If you discard all 3, you don't shuffle. This is basically all they're saying. Right? If you discard all 3, you don't shuffle. That's all. Either Cristiano kills you on turn 4, Cristiano runs out of gas and dies on turn 4. Yeah, that sounds about right. Would have been here sooner, but I moderate for another YouTuber and he just finished. That's fair. I appreciate that either way. Yeah, reading is hard. It's okay. Ackridge says, I'm gonna make it a goal to become a world champion with Cristianos. I mean, this shit might get you there, not gonna lie. This might be the missing piece of the puzzle. Isn't Valander? We just need to get lucky off the Cristianos discard and like not hit all our triggers, and like that's pretty good deck thinning. I don't know, pretty good deck thinning right there. Yeah. Boyang says, so the moral of the story is grab this card ASAP that, in case it'll become expensive. Yeah, by the time we get it, it'll be expensive. And I'm pretty sure this would automatically be expensive just because it can be played in Night Rose. And Night Rose makes everything expensive. So there is no hope. But thankfully, it's at least a double rare. Not that that means much, but yeah. We'll see. It's possible I might be upselling this card. Like, it's not an insane card, right? It just has good potential. But whether or not it'll actually see play, because, you know, deck space is tight, it's a different story. But it can see play. Right? Did I get here just in time for SocialMedia? Yes, that is up next. This is going to be 50 cents on release, but be spiked to 20 when Bird gets announced. This is coming out in set 8, so that won't happen. we won't get this. We won't get this until they start doing set 10 reveals. So, speaking of which, before we get to that, speaking of reveals, we got this revealed over the weekend, right? So they finally announced it after, I think, literally a year. I think I literally said when this was announced, it's like, okay, I'll care about this in like a year or two when this comes to English. But they finally announced that the Vanguard collab in Shadowverse Evolve is finally happening. So we're getting the start decks for I guess Alfred and Overlord. I was gonna say Kainaichi, but I don't know if that's really accurate. In August 15th, and we're also getting the crossover booster set in August 15th as well, which is really nice. We only need a girl. We all need a girl like Kagutsu. A girl like Kagutsu? Makes me crash out. You mean a girl like the girl that Kagutsu has, or a girl that acts like Kagutsu specifically? So Night Rose is the Jet in Dark States in the sense that it being a hateful joke that makes every nation generic expensive. Yes, exactly. Now they're gonna play Shadowverse, yeah, basically. Double rares are getting expensive now. Cornmeal for Youthberg is 28 now. Yeah, it was 40, but I put up my listing one copy for $30. No one bought it, and someone, I guess, put theirs to 28. But yeah, exactly. So this is like cool. The big concern for this was that Overlord was like a tier 0 deck when this came out. Presumably they've already addressed this. I don't know enough about them because I was not paying attention, because I was like, we're not getting this for a year, so I'm just gonna not pay attention to it. But they've already announced that preemptively they're gonna hit Vortex Dragon. Whether Vortex Dragon was the main thing that made the Overlord deck super strong in Shadowverse, I don't know, but it is going to be limited to 1. Reading it, the effect is kind of strong because it's literally just on place in Vanguard terms. It's literally just on place. Bind 3 rearguard, 3 cards from drop, retire 2, which is just an insane easy cost. But bad at this, yeah. I don't know if this is all that made your deck good, but point is, it's limited to 1. You can only play max 3 copies of a card in Shadowverse, by the way. So they also announced this, the crossover duel tournaments. So we are finally getting the Bellringer PG. This is a nationless, so you can use this in any deck. You can get a single copy of this if you participate in this crossover duels tournament. I think it's a single copy per player. So if you do this, you know, twice, you'll have 4 copies if you take it from your partner. But here are the tournament regulations. It is duels, best of 1, 3 rounds of lists. You can only use the starter decks, and you can only use, you and your partner must use different starter decks. And I think it's duels in that it's like tag rules. So pretty interesting. And it'll start basically the week of the release and onward. That's basically what they're trying to do here, is try to get people to start playing Shadowverse. that are like get people that play Shadowverse to grab people that don't play Shadowverse and entice them with the Vanguard collab to have them play Shadowverse, which makes a lot of sense. If only Bushiroad would do that for other card games when they did collabs. Oh man. Anyways, taking a hit so you don't die. Now it's just PG. Yeah. Looks like it's time to learn to play Shadowverse. Yeah, it's super easy. I'm gonna have to get to it after this stream, but I was going to do some sessions. I had it already pre-planned for April because March was really busy to have some Shadowverse learning sessions, but I guess I'll have to do it again in August for this, right? Tournament is a team format, so you need to find people who play Shadowverse Evolve specifically, not so much Vanguard, but yeah. But it's a good thing it's just the starter decks, but yeah. You can be my guy. Me alone is going to be the head. Is going to get the local LTG hunts. Yeah. Curly make a video for Shadowverse Evolve for dummies. I could do that. Different fight's probably going to beat me to it, but I'll see if I can do that by the time this comes out. I'll make a note of that. I might still. I had mentioned this before where I was like considering making, when they announced World Beyond, right, the new mobile game for Shadowverse. I actually was really into Shadowverse. I was actually going to start a brand new channel just for Shadowverse. And I would just be mainly playing that game. But then they postponed it and they pushed it back really far back. So I didn't. But if I did, now I guess I could talk about this as well, right? Shadowverse Evolve Vanguard set releases then. God damn it. Making a note on my trouble board. And then Shadowverse Evolve for dummies. Yeah. Give me a chance for Ignis/Twin Drive to Dota's Curly. Haha, funny story about that. Aquaforce in a game where summoning sickness is a thing. It's still funny, yeah. Shadowverse Beyond is entirely a new game and your Shadowverse data doesn't transfer over. I think it does. Some of it does, but yeah, you're basically starting from scratch. Speaking of Maelstrom, there's also going to be release tournaments where you can get yourself, if you win this PR copy of Glory Maelstrom, and as well as a pack, and you actually get this, which is insane, which is a Bushi Navi thing. So super cool. You can get that, but I think you can only use it if you play Shadowverse, maybe. I don't remember how flares and titles or whatever work on Bushi Navi, unless this is for the I'm pretty sure it's not for the, yeah, it has to be Bushi Navi, it's not for the Shadowverse companion, right? So pretty cool. Even though Neonectar would have been 10 times more, it makes sense. Yeah, it would have, but unfortunately this ugly ass frog is more notable than anything Neonectar has. There's a prize now. I mean, honestly, them giving this away and having more types of these things, I'm not against, right? I'm not against this at all. If it's the only prize, that's a different story, right? But it being included as a prize, I think is pretty cool. Like, it'd be pretty cool if like shops can like get their own version of these, right? That would be super cool. But yeah, that's, I know, a lot of work. Okay. Speaking of a lot of work, we had the last BCS for the season, the 2024/2025 season was this weekend in Pasadena, California, and I went to that. And I won't go on too much about it. I do have a vlog. It's gonna be a bit of a weird video. The next two videos are gonna be kind of weird, so just bear with me. But I'll have a video that goes over it. But I did play standard day one. I brought Eva to play with, And I feel like I'm saying that. What do you guys? What you guys say? Eva? I think you guys say Eva, right? I think that's what it is. You guys say Eva. Like a bunch of dweebs. Eva, because I gotta stress out the E because it's English, so we have to be very specific. So I gotta say Eva because I said it a bunch of times, and people were like, "What?" Like I was speaking a different language, but Eva. I was playing Eva, and I did okay. But obviously didn't win the whole thing, did not top either. How was traffic? I don't know. It was horrible getting to the airport, but I did not rent a car. And I did not drive anywhere or get driven anywhere except from the airport to the hotel and from the hotel or from the venue to the airport. But it did take literally half an hour to get into the airport. Once we got to the exit of it, which was really whack. Curly, can you train me for BSF 2025 in Philly? You call me bastard? Okay, but according to katakana, it's Eva with the Spanish E pronunciation. Spanish E. The Spanish E is the I, where I says Eva, right? Like I've been saying it. I say Eva, but I say it all the time, and people were just like, "What? What the heck is that?" I was like, "What the fuck you mean?" I'm so confused. Anyways, it was probably just because it was loud and I have a very soft-spoken voice. Yeah, so I played Eva, and I had been practicing a bit. I wish I had practiced more, but even then, I did really good. I went 5-3, but unfortunately, I lost 3 times in a row. Which was so devastating. 3 times in a row to Raziel. So if I can remember really quickly, round 1 was against Direfalls, round 2 was against Levery Dress, and round 3 was against Shiranui. So I was already feeling pretty good because 1, I usually always lose in round 3, and 2, I beat 2, meta decks in Shiranui and Levery Dress back to back. So I was pretty good at that point. But then unfortunately I matched up into Raziel, had a really close game, ended up losing. Then I matched up into Raziel, had a really close game, ended up losing. Then I matched up into Raziel, had a really close game, ended up losing again. Which was really just, devastating. I lost that dumbass deck so many times in a row. But then I matched into what was it that I faced after that? Oh, Dayusha. I faced off against someone that had Dayusha, and I was gonna drop, but then like the next round started before I can drop. So I was just so like, oh my god, I lost 3 times in a row. I'm obviously not topping here. But then I faced someone who played Dayusha, and it was the craziest game ever because we literally went to like no cards in deck, right? Because we just both kept healing like on 6, and like all this crazy shit kept happening. Insane game. But thankfully I ended up winning that. Like it got to the point where like I couldn't even use the skill to put back the new Eva, so I had to swing for game with the normal Eva with only 3 cards left in deck, and thankfully I didn't deck out, and my last card was like something else, right? And then lastly, the last game I had was against Overlord, and my opponent either intentionally cheated or accidentally cheated. But I ended up beating them twice, essentially. Next time, call Eva Miss Bikini Lab Coat Problem Solve. Yeah, then maybe they'll actually know what I'm talking about. Was it karma for making fun of Akino's Domino's Flurry jacket? Someone actually had the fucking fit, which was crazy. I saw a Urara cosplayer that looked really good. She actually was on the Twitter post for premium. She was dressed as Urara day 2. And when they take pictures, they of course took a picture of her, not like as she was playing, right? There was also a someone that was dressed up as Raika, day 1, and then there was someone that was that just had the literal Akina shirt. There was someone dressed up as Taizo, I think, on day 1 or day 2. And there was someone else. I'll probably remember because it's OP. None of them even got to use the divine skill, which is whack. Like they did it, but none of them healed on like 6 or something like that. That shit never came up, which was really whack. But I can imagine Curly's served your right scream and Raziel losing doggo on Thursday. He list. Yeah, probably. My one of my opponents, they used dog on turn 2, and then they proceeded to dog 3 times their next turn. I was just like, yo, fuck this fucking dog. But yeah, define cheating, sure. 1 second. Let me just catch up. Some comp plays at Udura of all things. I mean, yeah, why not? What's wrong with that? Hey Mona, how you doing? I'm gonna cosplay the show. Go for it. Please pick me for the V. Do whatever you want. So I should have said something earlier, but I didn't. I wanted to be an anime main character about it. But you fucking deserve, yeah, probably. Even though, like, I don't even think that would have mattered as much. But so what happened was they were playing Overlord. I completely like demolished them, right? Like there was, I think in that point, it was 1-5, right, on my first grade 3 turn or something like that. Like I just completely blew them out. And then they checked their last damage, right? And then whatever, I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, GG's. I go to pick up my like damage zone and like all my cards, and then they apparently had some confusion where they looked at the board. I was like, wait, was that my 6th damage? No, I think this is my 5th. And I was just like, okay. Because I've done that kind of stuff before where like I pick up easily too quickly thinking that they were at 6. I was like, all right, fine. So I put what I think was my damage zone back, whatever. But what was their 6th damage? I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What I'm pretty sure, I know I'm not wrong, was an Elementaria that was just sitting there, right? And I was just like, I'm pretty sure that was your 6th damage, but okay. So that, whatever. He's just like, yeah, I don't know what happened. Picks up the Elementaria, adds it back to hand. I was just like, then he uses the Elementaria to guard, whatever. And then at that point, I was just like, wait a minute. That was the thing that was supposed to be at 6th damage. So I was like, all right, whatever. It's too late at that point for me to call a judge. So like, all right, whatever. At that point, mentally, I was like, all right, if you're going to cheat, I'm just going to beat you again to teach you the lesson that cheating doesn't work. If you didn't cheat, then I'm going to beat you again anyways, and then we'll move on from this, right? But then I started to get worried because then, like, he managed to get, like, all the things, right? So he finally got Overlord into Soul and, like, all this stuff. And I'm just like, oh my god. He's going to fucking drag Veda and ruin my fucking day. Oh, no. Oh. But it was fine. Because, yeah, he ended up, like, healing, and then I got pushed to 5. I was at 1 damage, right? And I accidentally gave myself 2 damage, I think, when I put my damage zone back. Because I didn't remember. I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. Fine around, let me get the fuck out of here, go eat. But, yeah, so I got, like, pushed to 5, and I was just like, he's gonna check Veda, and I'm gonna die. But thankfully I ended up winning again afterwards, and there was no shenanigans. I was like, okay, done. But yeah, I killed my Overlord opponent in 15 minutes and went to Subway, had lunch for plenty of spare time for the next round. Jesus, accidentally get the Dragon Shields confused because of some of the color. Oh, okay, yeah. Recognition is either double grid or you cheat. Yeah. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting to just get quick sacked. I'm just like, oh my god, fucking god, I let this fucking go. This misunderstanding, and then I'm the one that pays for it. But thankfully, no, I had to have my anime moment, even though I didn't really like give a speech or something like that. But yeah. Curly seeing his Overlord opponent cheat, realizing he has the ability to ball next turn and take your last pathetic turn. You're gonna need it. Yeah, that's somewhat. It was just kind of like, all right, like. It was a bit cocky of me because I was just like, all right, if you're going to cheat, then if this is what it takes, then fine. Maybe it was a mistake. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. But because I saw it happen and I was just like, well, if you didn't have Elementaria, like, I saw it all happen. And then it wasn't like until after it happened that it registered. Just like, wait a fucking minute. But yeah. Anyways. Then day 2 was really fun. I'll talk about it more. The video goes up in a few weeks, unfortunately. Sorry, it's gonna be a bit. But I had the worst trip getting there. And I was just kind of like in a foul mood the whole time. And then when it came to day 2, I was just kind of like, oh. I was just miserable because I was like, oh, I gotta play premium. I don't know how to fucking play premium. Everyone's just gonna like play a crest deck and like brick. Or they're gonna play a crest deck and I'm just gonna get step on, right? And I have to read all these fucking cards and they're gonna do all this crazy shit, right? And I'm gonna get judged because I'm not doing the most optimal thing because I don't know what the fuck the most optimal thing is, and no one's gonna help me because it's a fucking tournament. So I went into that with like the worst mindset. And then I had to check out of my hotel. I had to bring my fucking suitcase to the arena, so I was already like, ugh. But, you know, I sucked it up. I was like, whatever, I'm here. Paid a bunch of money to be here. Went to round 2. Went to day 2. Went to the first round, and sure enough, it was a crest deck. But my opponent was really cool, really chill. We had a really good fight. We went literally to like time almost, but they ended up winning, which is whatever. I was like, I wasn't expecting to like top or anything, right? Or barely even win a game. I just kind of wanted to play because I literally had 10 hours to kill because my flight wasn't until like literally almost midnight. So I was like, okay, I might as well play the whole thing, right? And then as I was getting ready to go, because you know, the time was about to go up, so I was like, all right, let me clean my shit up. I dropped my bag as I was moving around, and then I had not this water bottle, not the good water bottle. I had an old water bottle which has a button to press it, and then it fell. And the button, of course, landed on the ground and opened up, and all my water came out. So then I spilled water, and then I got scolded by the head judge very angrily because I made a mess with the water. But thankfully, the game I had was like fun enough where I was able to put back the public humiliation of getting scolded by the judges for spilling water. And then I went to game 2. And I ended up playing the mirror because I'm playing an okay barrel, and so was my opponent, and we had a really fun game there. They ended up beating me with like 1 card left in deck, but they ended up winning either way. And then after that, I dropped because I found Curb Knight. If you don't know Curb Knight, check him up on YouTube. He's really cool. He was there, and we got to actually make some content together because he had a billion vintage decks. So I ended up just dropping and playing essentially vintage Vanguard with him and his friends. And I ended up playing like vintage as a, like, you know, set 3. So it was like Pale Moon without Lukier, Spectral Duke, Azure Dragon, and all that kind of stuff. So that was a lot of fun. And then I got to talk to a bunch of different people as well. I got to talk a lot with Card Dweeb, the Tachikaze guy, and a bunch of other people. So that ended up making the trip. As they always say, it's always the like community and the people that you meet at these BCSs that makes the trip. So day 2 definitely, thankfully, gave me that experience. So drop out of premium to play vintage, right? Yeah, basically. I imagine getting scolded by a judge is like getting yelled at by an angry parent. Yeah, kind of. Except like I was totally like, I got it. Like, I get it. I spilled water. Fuck me. Right? Like, bro, I get it. Like, and I wasn't like fighting. I was like, yeah, no, I get it. I fucked up. Like, but yeah. Make sure the staff saw that so that they get the idea that official bench. I don't think that the staff seen that is good because the staff fucking hates me. Because it's the same judge that one time I redeemed the buy card too late. And ever since then, that dude fucking hates me. Every time he sees me, he's just like, oh, it's this fucking guy. So now he doubly hates me because now I'm the guy that made him put in a buy card late. Because he made sure to make me feel extra bad about it when it happened. I was just like, bro, I fucking get it. And now he did it again when I spilled the water. So that dude has it out for me. So I feel like I'm never going to win a BCS ever because he's just going to come in last minute like, no. This card is like 0.00001 millimeters bent. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah. You met Outer Orange? No. She did I say Outer Orange? No, I didn't. I mean, I've met her before, but not at that event. She was not there. No. I did meet I just said a bunch of content creators. So I'm ready to Carb Night. I met Card Dweeb. I've met Zaren Zephyr. Granted, I've met Zaren before. I think that was it. Right? Those are really the only content creators that were there. So it was a bit more of a sweaty BCS than it was like a content or fun BCS. So. Use a 60s bad guy mustache. You won't even notice? Yeah, I guess so. I just want to redeem a buy card too late. Basically, I redeemed it when the round was about to start because I didn't hear them when they did come get your buy card or whatever. So you had to do a repair because of me. You're supposed to redeem it like right after registration, essentially. But I guess I did it when the registration called. Like, I get it, it's on me. But dude goes in on me specifically. But whatever. I fucked up twice, so I can't really say anything. I just have to let it be it, I guess. But yeah, that was my trip. And then I fucking flew. Oh, had the worst flight just because of the fact that I didn't sleep at all. And because of the time difference. I flew at 11, got to New York at 8 in the morning. So I literally lost my entire night on the flight, and I didn't sleep. So yesterday was pretty rough. You were the cause of the repair in Philly? Yeah. I was the cause of the repair in... When was that? I don't even remember what that was. I think that was the time me and you met Showstopper. That might have been that BCS, because it was one of the ones. It was the one in New York, and I think that was me. Yeah. My parents tried to get me to give up their window seat. No, I did hear about that, but no, I did not. Thankfully, I have to deal with any of that. But all right, sorry. Let's finally talk about this stupid thing. I got 3 hours older by traveling back to New York. Yeah, essentially. I hate it. I hate going back there so much. Like, getting there, California is nice, right? Because it's a 6-hour flight, but it's technically 3 hours. Because by the time you get there, the time difference makes it 3 hours or whatever. But going home, it becomes a 9-hour flight. And it's just like, oh my fucking god. But yeah, let's talk about this ugly snake thing. I hate how like desaturated this fucking guy is, but it is what it is. Logo rug. Chubb say that this is a step in the right direction, doesn't fix everything, but appreciate it. Really, because everyone's been telling me this shit is ass beyond belief. So I don't know about that. Oh my god, today's the day of fucking names Curly cannot pronounce. So this is or more Sembeldario. This is a normal order. They only play if you have a grade 3 or greater. Vicerger, and its card name. You choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it, and then all of you retire it for free. So that's kind of nice. And your Vanguard says that if you play one of your Mythicics or whatever the hell, one of your rear guards, your fancy rear guards, on rear, by card ability until the end of the by this unit's ability, I should say, till the end of the turn, the cost of that unit's original auto abilities are reduced by count of +1. So I feel like this is kind of good. To an extent, I feel like the other order is better, but this is not like a bad effect. I think you already CB1 to call, and then now whatever you call out is free. So I feel like that's pretty good. I mean, how to pronounce this shit? Like, come on, man. What the fuck? Why? What do you expect me to do with this sound? Like, what kind of sound is this shit? Mythicist? Like, huh? Huh? Like, what the fuck is this combination of letters? How many of the crows should we run? I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, who knows? is very good. Yeah. Seems like a deck I would build since it seems like it doesn't run many generics. I mean, to an extent, yes. This card is good, but it's bad because the deck has no way of searching this out. True. Yeah, it does have 2 orders that it has no way of searching out right now. Just go off the way the anime character pronounces it. Yeah, I like it. Ironically, the Japanese pronunciation is so much easier to say. But I forget what it's just like Genma something. It's just a million times easier, but like I cannot with this pronunciation of letters. It's just too many things there. The card name is Iranian. This name? Okay, yeah, I can't. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, unfortunately. But Ginmaju? Yeah, that's so much easier to say than fucking what? Mistitch? That even sounds cooler, right? Mistitch just sounds like the stitch at the end just does not make it sound cool. Genmaju, so much better. So much better. Rolls off the tongue. It's easier to say. Takes up less space. But anyways. Friendly Reminder, Divine Set 2 has a double rare order cycler. You know, Ruler Rankin has one too. Yeah, I guess you could play that in this. Vision needs to make more inspiration from take more inspiration from the Spanish language. All we got was Aros con Leche, and that's it. Unfortunately. That I can think of right now. But then we have here the second Mr. Stitch. The second Genmaju. Oh my god. Midgard Smore. Gardzam. I don't know, man. Oh, that's just too much text. When it exists. Japanese thing. Yes. 100%. I can guarantee you this is probably easier to say in Japanese too. Right. I usually just say that because Japanese is more similar to Spanish than it is to English. But in any case, when this unit is placed on rear during your battle phase only, you can only use this when you call it from the, I think, the Vanguard skill, right? If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Vestergurg. This card name, CB1, until the end of the opponent's next turn. This cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects, and it can attack from the back row. After that, it is useless. You would have to play this again during the battle phase specifically. Then it says during your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater, or if your opponent's grade 3 or greater, this gets 5k. And if you play to a normal order, this gets 15k instead of 5k. So it is a 25k max. If your opponent's grade 3 or greater, and you play the order. And then it is CB1 to have protection and attack from the back row. If you already CB'd one, call it out. So. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I have not even bothered to look into this deck, to be honest. Because I haven't really been interested in it personally when it was revealed. I was going to maybe take a look at it when Set 7 comes out, but apparently it doesn't do much in Set 7 either. This is probably good, right? Back row attack is good. 25k is fine. Better would be better. The order seems good, so... the continuous doesn't remember to be placed on the following turns. You can make this into the front row. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, at least it does that, and you can just move it up. But you would have to call another one, which kind of sucks. Unless there's a way to get this from drop into the moon gauge or whatever the heck it's called, right? Because then you can like move this up, intercept, call it back, or put it into the gauge or whatever, and then call it back out by an effect. So you can recycle it in that sense. That would be cool, but I honestly don't remember. Wrestle Rug needs a 5th attack. Needs a 5th attack, since gives it that, and does the what if back row attack hit good numbers thing. Maybe. The design thing was definitely trolling. This is not the deck this is not what the deck needed. It needs an archetype Bulbamine and a way to search orders, not another attack. I love how you both say the exact opposite. I love how you say the exact opposite things back to back. That's hilarious. That is really funny. Within 10 seconds of each other. So funny. You don't stack fancies from drop because you're meant to return them to deck. Yeah, so that's... I don't know if we need an archetype Bulbamine. That seems a bit too much. That seems a bit too much. Like that's carrying the deck too much. If they could just search out a counter charge that goes to Soul, I feel like that's a bit much. Especially for a deck that has a bunch of deck thinning. But a way to search out the order, sure. But you technically have that. So like, I don't know. Whether you have the space for it is a different thing though. So pointing out that the anime OP had 3 fancies next to the Versargur. There's 1 left to be revealed. Yeah. I don't know how many Brankade cards we've seen for this set, so we know we're getting the last fight being Akina versus Kage for the last 2 episodes. By the way, the anime is on vacation. Hiatus. No, it's on break. That's the word, not vacation, not hiatus. It's on break after this weekend. So we're going to see Sho versus Suzune as the next fight, and then they'll go on break, and then we'll get the last 2 episodes, which will be Kage versus Akina, which maybe we'll get the third whatchamacallit. I really like this deck. It flows really well. I know that I know that it's going to be broken as soon as we get something that's better than the Crow. Same. I mean, yeah. Personally, I'm not. I don't see anything against this deck being good and playable, but I just personally don't care for it too much myself. Especially considering that this has to be like something, right? Like this is kind of crazy that yet again another rear guard for this deck is getting another secret. Because they did this with the the wolf, and now this snake thing is also getting a secret, which is kind of nuts. So this might be the deck that you can have the highest rarity cards in. This might be the deck that you can do that in. But that's already 3 cards that have secrets, which is kind of nuts. Curious what card now got from Kagetsu? Yeah, I don't even know if we'll find that out, to be honest. Assuming she will pass on to the next round, right? That might be the hint, right? That might be, unfortunately, the hint that she's going to the top 8, is that she just got a card that she's gonna have to use to sell product with. So probably means Erika's not making it and Guri aren't making it. So she's probably gonna end up beating Mide, and then they're probably both gonna proceed, right? Or is it Mide? Yeah, it should be Mide that she faces. The snake still dies to Varga and Ignis back row wipe, and front row dies to Bob. Wow. Does it? Oh, can't it just be, it just has chosen protection, doesn't have retire protection. Yeah. The most pimped out deck in the game? Yeah. Erika left to eat dirt with them. To eat dirt den? Yes. 100%. Because you're not just gonna get a card. Right? That you have to show off, and then you don't get to show off the effect. Nah. She's gonna pass on through. You also don't lose to lose twice. And really get to make it through it when Mide is already undefeated currently, so I don't know. I don't see it. I said it from the start. I don't see Erika going to the next round, and I'm pretty sure she's not gonna make it. It is what it is. Erika and Suzune both get hyped up. Both eat dirt. I don't know if Erika's really hyped up that much, but yeah. Suzune, I don't know. I see the female character writers are back. Yeah, that is. I mean, well, I wouldn't say that, right? Because Erika gets lost in. she lost against 2 other female characters, so I wouldn't say that as much. Is the new order good? Yeah, the order seems really good. which is really leaving suspense on who is going to be in the top 8. Good, that's what they should do. Hell, if they don't, I would love it, bro. I would give them so much props if it comes to revealing the last character, from the other bracket, and they don't even show it this season. They just show like, they just show parts of them, like a shadow or something like that, and they just cut it off on a cliffhanger. I would give them so much props if they do that. I'll give them so much props if they give us a cliffhanger like that. Like, we don't even get to actually 100% know who this new character is for top 8 until next season. Of course, we're literally gonna know tomorrow or Thursday, because they're fucking gonna do it in the spring presentation probably and spoil the whole anime. But we'll see. Second beating show sent all the theories out of whack. I mean, not really. Doesn't really change anything. Getting some unexplicable reason for getting a win. I don't know about unexplicable. If now loses and doesn't proceed to top 8, now fans, including myself, are not going to be happy, especially with Bushiro shipping now. And I'm 100% sure she's going to pass on. Like, it doesn't make any sense. The tree is 100% not going to make it, right? Gooey's not making it. And Etika already lost twice. So, I could easily see Mide going undefeated and then a lucky draw happening and now makes it. I guess they could be scummy and that's how Erika makes it, right? They give her the lucky draw that way, but I don't see the point in her making it the top 8 personally. And then you're going to be mad about them blue balling us? I've never complained about that. I want them to show less. I've never been mad about that. I always want them to show less, but they always just boil everything right away. Right? I'm one of the people when fucking they don't reveal anything about the next Pokemon. I'm like, yes, good. Don't show me shit. Good, right? I'm good. Have suspense, right? Build something up for once, right? Don't immediately show me everything. They don't have the balls to do it. Imagine if it's Kai. I don't know if that's possible, but that would be interesting. I don't know if they're even alive in this timeline, but who knows? Hopefully Megami makes it to top 8. She needs to prove herself as Blackout's leader. I mean, I had said it before. I think they're going to do Megami current Blackout versus previous Blackout leader. It's looking more and more every day. Like I kind of called it with that video I did at the beginning of the season, but we'll see. ChatGPT's jobs is very easy. Is to give easy wins to everyone except now. We'll actually find out next episode because they're already doing Block B. So I'm pretty sure we're going to find out everything about Block A and B, the winners for Block A and B this episode, right? Because we'll find out, I'm pretty sure we'll find out the winner. We'll find out the winner of Susanna versus show, right? And that'll determine who goes for Block B, right? We'll do the same thing for Block A, because they're going to have to skip that fight and just show us Mide winning or losing to now, right? So they're going to show that like at the beginning of the episode. And then all that's going to be left is really the mystery about Block C. That's it. Unless they're like cool about it and they don't do the lucky draw until like later. But I'm pretty sure we're going to find out frame 1 what happens. They mentioned the lucky draw for a reason, yeah. Well, we'll see. That's what I have. All right, so they revealed the stuff for the deck set. So the deck set comes out in English 4/11, which is in April, which is really soon. In Japan. I might have said English, sorry. In Japan. With it, we get 2 brand new Blitz orders, 1 for each of them. I mean, it kind of has no narrative reason to make it to the top cut, but already has 2 wings. I mean, she doesn't, but you could make narrative. I could see narrative reasons for her. More so than something with Erika or Guri. Even now is a bit like, but I could see something being formed with her. But I easily see Mide going to top 8 and just being built up as a strong fighter just to instantly lose, right? I can see her being built up just to build someone else up, right? So essentially they're propping her up to be a good fighter so that she can lose to the new person and make that person look good, right? That's basically why she's gonna make it, unfortunately. First leader blackout versus the leader we have now. Yeah, I've been saying that since the start. I think that's what they're heading towards. Mita goes comatose and Link reigns, so now I think I make top 8. Whack. Yeah, she's just gonna job to whoever the main person is for the next season. But yeah, so this is the one for the Leonorn, the Regalia's piece in the Leonorn deck set. This is Sound of Wave, a Blitz order. It's a grade 2, but it says if your grade is less than your opponent's grade, you can play this regardless of the grade. So, you can choose something getting attacked that gets 15k. Then you choose one of your opponent's units and they get minus 5k to the end of the turn. But if your opponent Persona Ride, it's minus 10k instead of 5k. So it says units, so you can just minus their Vanguard, 10k. This is Relentless Sport? I mean, yeah. This is maybe better than Twincast. This is really good and also really good in, yeah, I think this is really good in Sienna. This replaces, Twincast in Sienna, right? Because you can play this a turn earlier, so it's better. So this is really good. Minus 5k for the rest of the turns is pretty good. That turns off the attack, right? Especially if it's a restanding deck. This also works on restanding Vanguards, which is really strong as well. So it also chooses a unit that has an attack, for example, so you can block 2 attacks with this, right? So I think this is pretty good. Really good, especially for the fact you can use it in the early game is also really good. I would love to see Higari versus Mide, so they can discuss their brother issues. Oh, you mean Erica? I mean, she already lost to her, right? So I don't think that's gonna happen. So, but yeah, this is really good. Then we have this one. That's the only thing I don't like about these cards is that they do not look like Regalia's pieces. They just look like random orders. But I guess we're not going with the theme anymore. Can you use this card in any deck? Yes, these are both Cray Elemental essentially, or Nationless cards. You can use this in any deck. You can only have a single copy of this card, and you can't use any other Regalia's pieces, and you can only use one Regalia's piece throughout the game, right? You gonna go eat? Thanks. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Rose either way. Have a bone apple tea, as they say. But President Hikari? Oh, little Hikari? Yeah, but fortunately she's not in the tournament. Then we got ourselves here Shroud in Darkness. Looks cool. Looks good in Farming. Looks good in like every deck, unfortunately, including Keter Sanctuary, because they have the dreaded Keter Pile that can make use of this. But this is a normal order, and if you did not ride from the ride deck, you can play this without paying any costs. But the cost is Counterblast 1. Choose up to 2 non-sentinel normal units with different card names and a sum of their grades being less than or equal to your Vanguard. You're in drop. So if you're on grade 3, you can call out Tetrafall and Saragon, and it activates Tetrafall because it's being played by an order, not a unit. And Saragon activates because you played an order that turn. You call them from drop to rearguard circle. And if you called 1 or less, you can put this into Soul. This is actually not good in Farmville because Farmville wants Dark States cards specifically. This does not have a nation, so if this goes to Soul, it does nothing for your Soul count. And you're only ever going to be able to call grade 3s. So actually, this isn't great in Farmville, I think, but it's basically good in like every deck for the most part. Now I got that card from Gagaster for a reason. I really can't see a side story for now next season, so she's going to be in top 8. Otherwise, what's the point? Yeah, honestly, I agree. How that card will come to play, who knows? But it could be cool if they just save that card for some later point, like another season or something. But I know they're not going to do that, and they're just going to show it immediately right away because they have no sense of building stuff up. They just have to show things immediately and pretend like it was planned all along. Look what they do to make a fraction of our power. I don't know about all that, but yeah. This would be user in Black Mire since we don't have a way to call from drop. Yeah, it's not bad. Here is the full
list for Leonard.
Good for Latefa? Yeah, does the same thing. Any of the any of the Tetrafol clones, essentially, you can call them from drop and it activates their effect. So yeah, it's good for any of those cards. Good for anything that needs to call something from drop. Like, it's pretty good. It's almost as good as the Regalis, the Fire Regalis. We've kind of already seen this before, but here is what the deck set looks like. It basically has everything that you need, right? You kind of just really need to like replace this if you want, and then upgrade your triggers. But even then, this is like really solid out the box. So the only thing missing here for Leonore is the Alvenia. And you basically have modern day Leonore for the most part. I don't know if that changes based on the new cards that come out in set 8. I don't know what a modern set 8 build looks like, but yeah, this looks pretty good. And then here's the Drag Jeweled one, which is kind of the same. Really good. Really good deck set that gives you like all the cards you need.
Good evening to the best CurlyHairedVanguard streamer in North America. Aw, thank you.
How are you doing today? Yeah, I guess you could also replace the right line for Leonard too. Oh, this doesn't have 7-5 ratio. That's crazy. I guess you'd have to just replace this. Like, yeah,
They work fine out the box, and you can upgrade them.
is basically what I'm saying. So, yeah, the Nectorcio or whatever, that thing they got reprinted. It's only 2.
These are so far the best starter product.
But yes, you could upgrade them
To be more competitively viable.
Do we need Bifrons for Jack Jewel? They do play Bifrons.
I don't know if it's gonna be needed.
Probably still a good card.
Since the shutdown of Vanguard removal, I've been thriving to be in a place with to be in. You've been thriving to be in the place with card games digitally again.
Thriving or like
Wanting to be in.
forgot the word is that I'm looking for.
No.
They also announced this, which is that
Each of these products will have one of these
triggers, which seem like they're going to be an SR foiling. They might be common. I don't know what the foiling is, but maybe it's triple rare, right? It's just these have no frame. That's where I'm a little bit confused. But I guess it's going to be triple rare foiling, and they just also are frameless. So there's no box around the text. But
you get one of these triggers.
with your deck set product.
These are character triggers.
So, for example, the Drag Jeweled one comes with Michiru,
Which you can use in your chaos, which means chaos is finally more viable.
as long as you can pay the $70 to get one of these, right? But, yeah. That seems cool. This comes out in Japan, 4/11.
Comes out in English.
June 27th for both of them, right? Searching, yes, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So you've been playing TCG Pocket. I mean, not that it's great, but there is Deer Days that I guess you can play if you want to play Vanguard. But confusing when someone uses them against you. Oh, the effect, the character triggers. Maybe. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, we have the strategy presentation this Thursday at 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. On next Thursday, they'll talk about the new collab for Mygo that they mentioned, not Mygo, Bang Dream that they mentioned recently. The Ave Mujika or whatever. And then next Tuesday, they're going to be talking about the new Bladmire. I get to see that, and I think 5 cards. And also, I guess there's a WGP tournament this weekend, so we will either see one of 2 results. No in between. We'll either see Bob Sagra take over the pie chart again, or we'll see Bob Sagra immediately fall off. Right? There's going to be no in between. There's either going to be like 2 Bob Sagras, or there's going to be all Bob Sagras. No in between. So, yeah, that's all I have. I guess we can maybe play like one game of Deer Days. We have product announcements and that much? That's fair. I typically don't, but I end up streaming it. I try to just stream it, talk about it, and then don't look at it anymore. Bum bum. Here. My controller works for once. What's this? Here. And I put this up.
Card Fight Vanguard Deer Days 2
Here. Okay. You do accompany on the Okami and Bandai card games? Nice. Yeah, I might start playing some Bandai games. Yep, here it is, 2. Yeah. A deck that doesn't artificially brick. Hopefully this one. I'll play this since like last Tuesday. Oops. I forgot what we ended. Oh, we played Heroes. Those new cards are coming out. I guess we could play this Thursday. I was trying to see if we can play Bladmire. So when the cards get revealed, we have them fresh in our memory, right? Like we did last time with Heroes. Play Shiranui, I'd rather throw up in my mouth. Man, that's what I was mentioning earlier. Leninson? Is that I guess you can play Deer Days 2 to scratch that Vanguard 0 itch, even though it's not the same. And it's kind of expensive. Baby Hero in the last year stream? Yeah, I did it on Tuesday, and then we play tested on Thursday when the cards got revealed. Oh. Play is a strong word, yeah. Play Jack Drooled? I'm good. Trying to play this damn undercover ass deck. for ages now. And I couldn't play it in paper because I just been playing Eva like crazy. Glam Glam? Nah, we don't have set 4 yet. Or set 5. I wish we can delete users' requirements have health codes add to application. Yeah, me too. Among other things. Was even so I could delete things? Yeah. Only was that easy. Clear Nirvana Jiva? I'd rather trip and stub my toe. Actually, I don't mind playing that. It might be better to play in your days. Valid reason to run Paresia, I guess. But Negro Belly and all the other stuff make the deck too good to play in this state. I didn't want to. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I don't mind this, and I don't need that many of that. Okay.
Stand up! Vanguard!
There's gonna be prison. About that.
Ride. Energy generator をセット。
Thanks. Thanks, Ak.
スキル発動。
Thanks. Thanks for putting this into the world. There's the music. It's playing. Is it too low? You deck buffs there. You did this. You did this. Yes, yes, okay, confirmed. Jeez, just do your turn. Why? Clean up after eating here. Man. Accelerating quite a bit. The mask research interest, even though you fought the power game. I don't know, the mask is pretty good personally. I feel like the deck works really well with the mask, ironically.
Energy generator をセット。
This one?
スキル発動。
Was that knowing about TCG Sim and PC or consoles yet? I'm really sorry. Yeah, I'm really sorry. What? Oh, I revealed. That's what I was like, why is it showing me that? Yeah, Dear Days is on only on Steam and on Switch. I'm gonna take something from my hand. I guess I can have this.
Vanguard にアタック。
That's allowing drive checks. Normal unit on top is baller. Yeah, it does so much for the deck. You may lose the continuous 5k, but you gain so much. Yeah, you do. Which would you rather? Would you rather a new Prison Vanguard or a Barrel Magus Mask? Literally neither of those things. Literally, you're asking me if I want to shoot my right foot or my left foot. I mean, I guess a new Prison Vanguard is fine, but jeez. But I don't know what the other rear guards would be baller. I don't know what other rear guards would be baller besides the CC and the grade 3 that gains power. Then goes to Soul, Solarian Mask. I guess I'll grab another dog. But, I've been playing the Reedy build. That's how I've been playing it. She's a common for set 1 or 2. That just says Soul Blast 2 because you have a bunch of extra soul. Soul Blast 2. And she lets you make your triggers become 5k extra. So we can check up front. It becomes 15k. So front gets 25k. So it basically gives you the numbers that you missed from the old Solarian. I'm gonna Soul Blast. Well, I don't know. You can have this. I don't give a fuck about that. Before I saw I had her one? Yeah. That's probably the same one I saw. And that's the build that I've been playing. You can also use a couple of other stuff, but... Will a new Prison Vanguard be in the vines? It'll be fine. Mask would be... Nah, because the package would be against Soul Turbo, yeah. it'd also be garbage because it's barrel, so they're not gonna make it good. Right? So it'll be basically Gravidia levels of bad. I've cooked my list and to have Reedy in it. Nice. What are we waiting for here? They forgot to. Okay, they were looking. Okay, I was about to say, what are we waiting for here? You barrel tokens that count as 5 or more cards in Soul. Why would they be tokens? That's insulting. It makes no sense. Tokens can't go into Soul, so I wouldn't be able to benefit from that in any way, shape, or form. Let's take Counterblast here. Like, that's how you know Ek is a Bushi spy, because he literally did a Bushi thing of giving Barrow shit that he can't fucking use. Just now. Yeah, like, that's literally just trolling us. Like, I can't believe he just exposed himself like that. I'm gonna do this. That's it. Why does the Master No music go so well these days? This is really good music. She's just taking the attack, alright. Love the fact that I can just discard Disorder, Ride, and I don't have to play. What the hell is her name? Biscotti in this deck. Because this is the best discard target. And I can use energy for other stuff. I love decks that don't have to use energy cyclers so much. Grab that. Grab that. There we go. They have a bunch of rear guards, unfortunately. So I can't really dog and I can't really play anything. What did I give them? In grade 2. So I could just rush them here. Sorry, it's on random. Let's go here. There we go. So less that. All the grade 2. Let's go bounce the hand. And all this here. So I can call him out. Interesting. I didn't know I can call him out on turn 3. That's kind of wild. Alright. And I'm actually gonna swing into this. So I can get Saragon so that they don't have a 15k shield later on. And use this. Bounce it back to my hand. This is one of those branch but not brank decks, right? What? What are you talking about? Swing in here. Saragon will now activate. Why does Saragon activate? Wait a minute. Does this just say order? Does it say normal order? Maybe it only says order. Whoops. It's just like, okay, so I didn't have to play that. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I wanted to get this out of prison, and I bounced this ahead anyway, and I got rid of that, so it's whatever. And hopefully, they play like one of these cards that chooses something from drop. And I can put my dogs in drop, or into prison, I should say, and recycle them like if I was fucking a dirty Raziel player. Your opponent, yeah, your opponent chooses, yeah, so I'm choosing fucking dog. I'm gonna cycle my dogs on this person. I have to be careful with my counterblast, because I need my counterblast for this, and I need my soul for this. I need 2 soul for this, so it really sucks I don't have the new card. That's unfortunate. It's at 6, so I'm not gonna get it for this, yeah, take my dog. Oh, that's an axe skill. Forgot that's an axe skill. Ah, they got this garbage. That's fine. I was gonna say they could be silly and use it just to get an extra card to drop, but I don't think it allows them to. I guess I'll take this.
No
Got the
guard.
counter blast.
ドライブチェック。
Once it's 7 years, I can build Almagesser and Aggro Sign. Yeah.
ドライブチェ
Thankfully,
ッ
it comes out in like 25 days or something like that. 30 days, right?
ク。まだだ。ダメージチェック。
Ah! Fine. Thankfully, I have all the other ones and I can play it from drop.
ヴァンガードにアタック。
Is this active yet? No, okay. It
ノ
is.
ーガードだ。まだだ。ダメージチェック。
That kind of sucks, but that's fine.
ターンエンド。
Okay.
このターンだ。ドロー。
Doodle. So, I'm gonna go ahead and discard this.
ライドだ。
And right here. That's the deck list. All of the cards. All of the undercover cards plus Saragon, essentially. Let's use this first.
セットオーダー。
It's weird that it doesn't ask me to go to drop and then play it. I feel like that's a bug, but... I guess we'll do this. And I'll do this. Oh no, not that skill, sorry. This skill. No, Biscotti, no. Because you can use your energy on other stuff. And also, it's the same list I use IRL, which you have another thing that costs 3 energy, so...
ペリオルコール。
Now I can use this.
スキル
Yeah,
発
'cause
動だ。
everything uses energy and counter blast, so there's no point in using Biscotti. I guess I can do this. Get a duck fin. They have 2 things. Yeah, so we can use this. CB
スキル
this.
発動だ。
Call these 2 here.
ペリオルコール。
I don't have anything to call out here, unfortunately. Yeah, other than my persona, right? So that's gonna have to be it. We're just gonna battle on that.
ヴァ
Swing
ンガード
here,
にアタックだ。
and then we'll CB
スキル
this.
発動だ。
Following these 2,
ペリオルコール。
using
スキル
this,
発動だ。
so that we can try and hit the heal here. Add an undercover to my hand. I guess we can add this. Hoping to get the PG, but did not. But that's fine. And unfortunately, I'm going to be out of soul next turn, but thankfully they don't have a lot of cards.
ドライブチェ
So
ック。見つかるトリガーだ。
that's kind of good. But we'll put
ク
it
リ
here.
ティカルプラス。パワープラス。
Did a bit of deck thinning. That might be
Drive
good,
check.
but I doubt it.
クリティカルトリガー。
Ah, dang. All right, that's fine.
クリティカルプラス。パワープラス。
They have another drive check. Yeah, so I should survive next turn, no matter what. Hopefully I can take 2 damage, so I have enough counter blast to get everything back. But we're gonna go ahead and
ヴァン
swing
ガー
in
ドに
here,
アタックだ。
and we're going to Soul
ス
Blast
キル
1. I
発動だ。
have to remember that this is only, yeah, if your opponent's great, they're greater, so I have to remember that.
スキル発
Yeah,
動
so。they're gonna only have 2 cards here, so if I check another crit, or something, or if I check a front, they're gonna be in a bad
完
spot.
全ガード。ドライブ
Come
チェ
on
ック。
front. Come on front. Ah, fine, I can use that next turn. That's fine. Kind of want to kill her, to be honest, but
スキル発動だ。
yeah, unfortunately, then he pieces out.
ヴァンガードにアタックだ。
Hopefully, we can get their Seraphs to go to damage.
ノーガード。まだだ。
Presumably, they have
Damage
another
check.
PG.
オーバートリガー。
Ah, they hit the overturn. Okay, I mean, at least I don't have to deal with that next turn, right? I can kill this girl.
パワープラス
So that works. This doesn't have to attack
ダ
Vanguard,
メージ
right?
チェック
Oh, I forgot that's in this game. Whew, man. Yeah, so we're gonna use
スキル
this.
発動だ
Bounce this to hand.
リアガードにアタックだ
Kill this girl, hopefully.
スキル発動だパワープラス
So I
ノー
have
ガ
to
ー
deal
ド
with her next turn. And they don't have as many rear guards. Yeah, exactly. At least I don't have to deal with Elder Breath.
スキル発動だ
And they have nothing currently in prison. We'll grab this, I guess.
ターンイン
And I can give them easily 2 things from hand, and they can easily take these 2 rear guards. So we're in a decent spot here. I just don't have any soul. So I have to hard draw into Obscurate
スキル発
because
動
I'm not going to be able to call him. Or I have to call him, no, I can't call him from this because it has to be in the same column.
Right.
Unless I call 1 unit or something like that. But yeah, so they're going to go into this. This is what? My hand? What is this? Oh, this is drop. This is drop, yeah. So you can have
終
this.
了
So I can use my dog again.
スキル発動
For my hand, you can have, yeah, you can have this guy, and you can have this. And then, obviously, these guys, right?
終了
Yeah, I was playing Jack Drill. The OT would have mattered, because I attacked with the Vanguard
スキル発動
first. So, it would have mattered. But,
スペリオルコール
what the hell is this? Isn't this, like, really bad? I can't call from prison, but if
スキル発
she's
動
retired, I can call or something like that. Something insane, right?
終了
Isn't this like really bad?
Wait, when this unit is retired from Rear Guardian, your opponent chooses 2 cards imprisoned in their prison to call them to Rear Guard Circle or put them into their hand.
So attack with your
Oh,
Vanguard
that
first and
hostile.
Drug Drill. Well, I'm not playing Drug Drill, so it doesn't matter. Isn't this when I have like 4 or less? I guess it's 4 or more. So now I have to prison something from hand again. You can have it.
終了
'Cause I'm gonna use all my counter blasts to
Power plus.
fucking- for this ideally and to call stuff out. We'll see. I kind of want to take the Vanguard attack, knowing that there's no Elder Breath, because they can very easily just pass turn and I have no way to call anything out. But I guess it doesn't matter because I don't know if they did this. Oh no, it's when it attacks. So good morning, Azim. Yeah, because they can easily pass turn, and then I have like no way to call anything, which sucks. But like, does that matter? Because I can just use this to fill this up, but I do need the counter blast. So I don't know. Sure.
ノーガードドライブチェックヒールトリガー
All right, they checked heal. Of course they did. It's 8 p.m. Yes.
パワープラス
That's
ドライブチェッ
fine.
クよし
Okay, that's
フ
fine.
ロントトリガー
They just needed to not check 2 crits.
パワープラス
This is indeed Yu-Gi-Oh music, yes.
ドライブチェックよしク
That's
リティ
fine.
カルトリガー
Because then I can guard the rest of the attacks, ideally, and, be
クリティカ
okay.
ルプラス
So, yeah,
パワ
this
ープラス
cunt is not going to let me call anything out if they so blast 3, so
負けないダ
it
メ
is
ー
what
ジ
it
チェッ
is.
ククリティカルトリガー
They will put me in heal range. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I
クリ
could
ティカル
heal.
プラス
So I guess if they check the crit,
Power
if they
plus.
did double crit me, I had a chance to heal there, but
ダメージチェック
that's fine. That's not an important card, so I don't mind that.
The Zimmies.
ヴァンガードにアタックだ
So this is 2 cards. Well, I have just the thing for you, because you can have this. Oh, that's more than enough? Okay. Yeah, whatever. You can have this. No. I guess I should use everything else, right? So I might as well use this.
レガリスピースパワープラス
Then I can do this and this. Yeah, so. I mean, they do have 5 cards in hand, 3 of them being triggers, which is insane, but the fact that I have no soul is gonna make this really rough. Because I can't, I have to draw into Obscurate. That's the only way I can do this, and I have 1 in damage, 1 on the bottom of the deck. And then they're gonna use this, which doesn't let me call something. So I'm gonna have to call the rear guard to attack into it, and then I can call a new column out of this, which is so stupid. Right? It's so stupid the way this card is worded. But because she Soul Blasted 3, or they Soul Blasted 3, so now it says my next turn I cannot call stuff from prison. But if she's retired, I can call 2. Oh. I got a PG, right? I choose 2, call them from prison. So, like, mid-battle, I can call something, which is, like, bonkers. Yeah, I didn't have to go to drop the last 2 times I actually searched that card, which is crazy. Before it just fucking got it. So, yeah, I want to get Obscurate, but I don't have the soul. Unless I do have a soul crit? I do have a soul crit, so I could use that. So we can grab Obscurate and then use a soul crit to get him. To be able to use his skill, I mean. So we look at the top 7 here, so I can only call undercover cards, unfortunately. So as much as I'd like to add that, I can't. So we'll just put these 2 in the gauge just to have them. And then we'll pull out Obscurate here. And then we can call out like Dog in the grade 2 to make a big column. Yeah, we can call up Dog and oh, I can't call anything. Right. I keep forgetting. I have to attack into this shit first. Right. Never mind. Oh, excuse me. So I can do like this and like this because it'll bounce back to my hand. And I should have put the soul crit here, but it's whatever. I can do this. This. Go to battle. Swing into this, which I wish it had a little bit more, but we'll see. Make them waste shield on this. Why did you use the front for that? They could just use a durable trigger. They fucked themselves, but alright. So now, this has that. Something to gain power. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. I just need the soul. Protect the rear guard to make sure I can't call cards. Yeah, but they're gonna have to fucking call something. They're gonna have to eventually let me do it. So. So I can call 2. Do I want to call 2? I mean, it doesn't matter. I might as well call 2 just to have deck thinning. And I could use this while I'm here. Because I don't have any other counter blasts. I can't use the thing, right? And I think I'm gonna have to end it this turn either way because they only have 4 cards. Just a deck thin. Yeah, because my drive checks would have been so fucking ass. Let's go ahead and grab this. The 10k. It was That's right. Yeah. It was a 10k rare. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. But yeah, so now all they have is a crit and a heal in hand, and then 2 cards here. So. Of course, I don't get fucking crit this time. I don't get crit, right? Instead, I got a draw trigger. Okay, whatever. And so another PG. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's make this harder.
Damage check.
Okay, cool. So obscurate here. Crit pressure? Or drive check pressure, I should say.
ドライブチェックまただダメージチェックよしヒールトリガー
God, of course they hit a defensive and they heal. Ugh.
パワープラス
They're gonna power that up? Okay, so they must have a PG. They must have a PG if they're gonna power her up. Interesting. Because I can swing here, they drop. Yeah, I don't have enough thanks to that, so I have to just swing at them.
地面の味を教えてやる
Alright, I'm at 5. They didn't heal. Okay. Yeah, so they have to have a PG to block these attacks now. If not, they lose, right? Because otherwise, there's no way they can guard this. Unless they have... Yeah, even if they have 2 triggers, there's no way they can guard this. And if they intercept, I just get a brand new attack. So this has to have... This has to be a PG in hand. This has to be a PG in hand. And they just played it super risky taking the Vanguard swings like that. Because otherwise there's no point in swinging into this, even though this would net me another attack. So we're just going to swing in here. Or I guess they... Alright, I forget this isn't dog. So I guess they could just do 2 triggers, but yeah. So they're going to 1 card PG here. They don't discard. So... I'm going to check the board state? Yes. But then I could use this. Bounce it to hand. Now it depends on whether or not they get... I don't die. Like, there's no way I die next turn. Unless they call double citrus somehow. But now they have to draw into either the promo or the Seraph Snow, which they didn't. They just have citrus, who can restand. But I don't know why you... Well, I guess they could maybe get the promo through this, right? I don't know. This? Maybe I shouldn't have bought that one, because I could have bot decked that, but that's fine. Like, I have 3 PGs. Like, I have 3 PGs, so I need to lock it, bro. We'll see. I guess I could also get it from this, right? So... Yeah, I don't have any counterblasts, which sucks. Which is why I hate playing this version. Because we get the countercharger next turn. I mean, I just swing in. I mean, depends how many cards they're gonna have. They're gonna have 3 cards, so it depends on their drive check. I have Persona Ride, so and I can still deck thin to fill up 3. So we'll see. Isn't he supposed to be not targetable? What the fuck? Oh, he just can't be retired. Oh, okay. Oh my god, they got the fucking order again. You can have this. They have PG in the back row. They called it from this thing. They're gonna call this. Yeah, like there's no way I don't kill them next turn. They only have 4 attacks. I can guard all of their attacks here. I can use this so I can stop fucking asking me. Right, like it would have been more damaging if they kept the grade 3 girl, but they started to go here with the multi-attack. So now I just literally PG all of their attacks. Because I have PG, PG, PG. And then I Persona Ride, deck thin, and then I just swing. I can just swing into this and get a new column. So, we'll see. Like, I don't know why they thought with, what, 8 cards in hand that I don't have any PGs. Like, that seems a little bit ridiculous. But we'll see what happens. Boom. You can have that. These 2 sound like exactly the same. And, of course they hit a draw, so now they have an extra card in hand aside from the draw trigger, which is whack, but oh well. Okay, so that's a brick. So all they have is a draw mystery card and then 5k shield. Like they're dead next turn. They're at 5 also, and they didn't heal. And then none of these have guard restrict. And he doesn't have the soul for this. So I could actually just Soul Blast and call something if I wanted to. So outside of me misplaying, or misclicking, I should say. I should have this in the bag here. Right. So I'm actually gonna discard the triggers so I can use grade 1 unit to attack with.
Vanguard にアタック
I don't have any soul for this. So I could just call one thing, right? With the soul that I have from Persona Writing. Because I don't know if I'm gonna get, even if I get Obscurate, I'm not gonna have the soul for him. So there's no point in me getting him. Perfect art 3 times. Nice. So I will call final turn. And get something cool, please. Alright. Very cool game. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool option you gave me there. Can he attack from the back row? That's all I want to know. Okay, he can just attack from the back row. Okay, so at least I can call him out. I can call this out. And then we can put this there, I guess. We can just put it in a gauge. Right, even though I can't call that dog out, but it's just deck thinning. So he won't be able to do the drive check. So I can either Soul Blast, call something. Or I can use... Oh, fuck. I don't have time. Whoops, I just realized the timer. I've been talking too much shit. Oh, shit, I'm not gonna have time. Why no one say anything? Yes, Endman phase.
Vanguard にアタック
I didn't realize I had no fucking time.
ドライブチェック
Oh, Jesus.
ドライブチェックドロートリガー
Ah.
パワープラス
It's not the crit that I was hoping to see. I just realized I only have 6 cards left in deck. What happened? What happened this whole fight?
ダ
Hello?
メージチェック
Okay. Whew.
未来を選ぶのはこれからだ
Oh my god, never playing this Duel Links music, this Master Duel music. Shit got too epic for no fucking reason. Good lord. Okay. Whew. Alright. I've been finished watching V Dog the Psycholia Zombie Arc. God, the V parody was really funny. Yeah, I heard it was really bad. I have not watched it myself. Pretty bad. Oh. Alright, let's do one more game. That was something. But you can see why the new card in set 6 is really good, right? Because it gives you soul and counter charge and lets you draw. But that was crazy. Steel and silver, yeah, unfortunately. Like I literally only play this on stream, so unless I stream more and never lose, I'm not getting out of silver anytime soon. Or because it makes any random fight sound so epic. Yeah, I get lost in the sauce too much though. I can't believe I almost lost to Tyrout. It was unintentionally funny, but some of the scenes were hilarious. Yeah, I was literally racing against the clock. Oh man, I gotta pay attention to that part. What card does the set 6 support replace? So I'm playing, I think, 2 or 3. Let's see. I matched up for something. All right. It basically replaces the ride deck cards because I'm playing them in main deck essentially. So I think I'm playing 2 each of the grade 2 and the grade 1, and you basically just take out 1 of each of them. And I think I'm playing like 3 of the grade 3 or something like that. So there's definitely easy space to make. Does it file my taxes? It does file your taxes. Bro, that mat looks insane. What mat is that? That just looks crazy. That shit looks so crazy. It's probably just because they have Ikari and her color's yellow that it stands out more. And I guess because I have Boya, his color's pink, so it doesn't stand out as much. But I'm going what? First or second? I don't remember.
Stand up. ヴァンガード
Oh, it's Messiah.
俺のターン
Of
ド
course
ロ
I'm
ー
going first. Alright, I got these triggers thinking that I could guard early, but now I got way too fucking many.
エネルギージェネレータ
Had
ー
I
を
known
セ
it
ッ
was
ト
Messiah, I would have kept the
スキル
Great
発動
One in the right deck to rush with, but oh well. Mm,
ターンエンド
スタンドドロー
Hopefully they brick. Yeah, I don't have to deal with anything too crazy, but... Alright, so they're already playing this, so maybe it's not like the annoying Messiah list that has like the 50 cyclers and gets like crazy advantage, but we'll see.
スキル発動
So you're already wasting their soul, technically, so they're not gonna be able to draw a lot later on.
スキル発動
Unless it doesn't have Trans Else yet. Yeah, not that that makes a huge difference, to be honest. I feel like Lady Battler does more for the deck than Trans Else, to be honest. But
クレストをセット
if we get this fight in the anime, it would be peak. Undercover versus Messiah,
スキ
sure.
ル発動
Okay, they're actually using this, which is interesting. The Love McJoke. Ugh, unbelievable. Zero, I thought we could be friends, but never mind. You're a Link Joker apologist.
ヴァン
Unbelievable.
ガードにアタック
I don't need counterblast here, so. I mean, I could use it for Daira,
ガード
but it's
ド
fine.
ライブチェックフィール
It's
トリガ
a
ー
stinky stride deck, so I want to have as low damage as possible.
パワー
Hopefully,
プ
the
ラス
Mr. Frosty music isn't making this hype music less hype. You know what I should do? Hold on. I should go back. Yeah, let's play this, and then hopefully it'll crescendo back into the hype music when the game picks up, right?
俺のターンだドロ
Worship
ー
Chaos Breaker. Don't worship any of those stinky Link Joker cards. Be a real player and play real clans that aren't Link Joker. What are you talking about?
スキル発動
And grab my monitored thrice. Yeah, it just lets me play it. Like I don't have to go into my drop and then click play. It's so interesting.
スキル発動
And look at top 7 here. I don't have a lot of grade 1, so those are typically the best to grab. I think I'll grab this just because I don't want to draw into it. I think that's the right play to do there. And I don't have counterblast, there's no point in playing anything else, but honestly, I'll throw her out just to push,
コール
even though I can't use her effect. Like, arguably, I could have just taken the damage, but we'll see.
ノーガードダメ
More
ー
than
ジチェッ
Worshipped it, he's my everything, my non-ironic favorite villain. Unbelievable.
ククリティカルプラスパワープラス
Unbelievable.
ヴァンガードに
I
アタッ
can't
ク
believe you would like literal Satan. Like, I can't believe in 2025 we're out here like, yeah, Satan's cool. I love him. He's my homie. Unbelievable.
パワー
It's
プ
not
ラ
a crit, which would have been dope, because I would have been at 0 and they would have been at 3. But this does at least push them to 2.
ダメージチェック
And makes them lose that, which is nice.
You mean Healing Joker, but does your clan have a freaking god? I don't care.
I don't want a god of my clan. What the hell? The hell am I gonna do with that? What do you want? What are you gonna do with that? But see if they do anything here, or if they just swing past. Yeah, they do have this garbage.
スキル発動
They have the Beltrosa. Alright, God, his voice feels fitting. Ew. Ew.
スペリオルコール
Still playing this, which is interesting.
コール
And they're still playing this, which is even more interesting. I guess
リア
that
ガー
gives
ド
you
に
some.
アタック
Sure.
ノーガード
That's perfectly fine. Could care less about that, honestly. say me and Sadie go way back. Unbelievable. Alright, and retire this. Look at top 3. Play something locked, put the rest on the bottom.
ヴァンガードにアタック
I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I could guard this, take the Vanguard swing. Cause like I know I need counterblast for stuff, but it is Messiah, so we'll see. Because even if they don't swing Vanguard here to give me the counterblast, they're kind of,
ヴァンガードにアタッ
you
ク
know, that's kind of a negative for them. Even if I don't get to call something next turn, like I'll still get to do stuff.
ノーガードだ
I'll take
ド
this
ライブ
here.
チェックオーバートリガー
Oh, perfect. So glad I did that the right way. And I don't have to deal with this
クリティカルプ
bullshit.
ラス
So it just turns into a fucking crit trigger.
ダメージチェック
Like my claws are broken down, man.
ダメージチェック
Fortunately, I did lose Persona Ride, but it's whatever.
ターンアンロック
Unbelievable.
スキル発動
Yeah, we got that shit out of the way. Both games, thankfully, we got that shit out of the way. Hopefully, I can actually check
スキル
mine.
発動
We'll see.
スタンドアンドドロー
I don't know what happened there.
ライドだ
Let's go ahead and play this.
セットオーダー
Hopefully, get Obscure Dude.
スキル発
Then
動
I can Soul Blast him out, call him, and then... there we go, baby. And then use my dude skill. To fill up my gauges again.
スキル発動ステリオルコール
Now I can use
スキル
this.
発動だ
So I have a grade 3. If I can get the grade 1, perfect. There, so I can call a full column. Let's call this here. See if I can get a grade 2 out of this. That I can put in the front row, maybe. That's expendable. No, I just get her. I guess I could expend her, but I don't know. I'll just make a column, it's fine. I'll just put this here. It is tournament? No, just Dear Days ranked.
ヴァンガードにア
I
タック
wish I could do tournaments, but unfortunately, the region locking
スキル発動
makes
だ
it really difficult to make that possible. It's just Dear Days ranked.
ステリオルコール
Column here. Oh, there. Cool. Crescendo at the right time. They're gonna call this. Hopefully, I can get OT.
ガード
Like they
ドライ
OT
ブチェ
me
ック
and break through.
見つかるト
Nah,
リガ
I
ー
got
だ
crit. I don't like putting the crit on the thing that has a drive check because it makes no sense. So I think we'll just give it here.
クリティカルプラス
Hedging regions takes too much time.
plus.
Yeah. And there's no spectating either because they took out
ドライブ
spectating.
チェック
So it's just a
Critical
mess. Of
trigger.
course. Every time I get a 2 to pass, I fucking... Every time I get a 2 to
ク
pass.
リティカルプラス
Get around the region lock kind of easily.
plus.
Yeah, but it's just like... It's too stupid. I feel stupid encouraging it, if that makes sense, right? Like, I feel like they should fix that
ヴ
first.
ァンガードにアタック
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like having to tell people to change the region for every single player. Like, that is just too much for me to have to do. Hopefully they don't guard and I hit him with another crit. So these are both lethal.
ノーガード
Hopefully I can check one more crit.
Damage
Oh, I
check.
don't. All right, they're on grade. Never mind, I forgot. They're on grade 2. So I don't get the crit. I don't get the drive check, I should say. But at least he stays there, so that's nice. He stays there. They're gonna lock him, but at least he stays
ヴ
there.
ァンガードにアタック
If I lose to God, try believing next time. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, because I really wanted to have like a vintage fight tournament, for example, but
ガード
same reason, but might lag or disconnect. I mean, yeah, that's something that spectating would help with, so I can at least like spectate the games if I really needed to, or match replays would help with
ヴ
if
ァ
they
ンガー
gave
ド
us
にアタッ
that.
ク
So I can at least have them submit replays, and I can be like, oh, okay, this is what happened. Okay, whatever, right? Now I just have to take people's word, which is really obnoxious. So it's just too much trouble, honestly. Too much trouble that I should not have to deal with, because you making this dumbass game, you should know that people would like to organize tournaments around it, and you yourself as a company said you wanted to organize tournaments around it, but then you somehow make it literally impossible to do that without jumping like 50 hurdles. So alright, let's see what they can do here. They already have this thing, so we'll see what they can muster. I should not die. I should at most go to 5, and that should give me all the counterblasts I need. I'm probably going to lose Obscurade, but that's fine. I have them all in deck, right? Yeah, I have them all in deck, so I should be able to, after this and using this, search him out. But we'll see what happens. Everything what happened in spectator mode? I don't know. We never got to find out if it works, which really sucks, because I was struggling with OBS. But I don't think it worked, because what happened was, when the game launched, it had spectating and match replay. So me and some friends in the Discord instantly jumped in to try and see how it works. Right, once we find out about that. And then I was trying to get into the thing and get OBS set up, but OBS wasn't recording. But I kept trying to press to get into the room, and it just wasn't working. And then immediately, literally seconds after that, there was a Deer Days update. Immediately after we tried that, immediately, like I'm not even kidding, immediately there was a Deer Days update, right? Because I think someone's game crashed, and we were like on a different version or something like that. And then they removed it in that update right away. So I think it just wasn't ready, and then they removed it, and they haven't. I don't know why they didn't say something about spectating at all. If it's like they should have, they could have very easily gotten a lot of goodwill if they just mentioned spectating is a fucking thing. Like acknowledge it and acknowledge you're working on it, right? They would have gotten so much good like press if they just acknowledge that it's working, or that it's a thing, but they just decided not to. Why did you not boost? Because now I can just intercept. I guess you want to attack with the bigger attack later, but it's whatever. Time for the stack checks. We'll see. So they're gonna at most draw 3 cards here, so they're gonna have what, 8 cards. So they already have 5, so I might be able to win next turn if I can get Obscurade and something decent. But they could also just heal. So I'm just gonna take the Vanguard Swing here again, because even if they check triple crit, if they check triple crit, I'm dead. And like, if they check triple crit, like fuck them. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? But I need the counterblast here. So. Oh, right. That call something, right? I forgot. So. Oh, it finished? What do I have? Oh, that's the last Master Duel song. Yeah, I only have a couple of them. Unfortunately. What's this one? I think the one we've been listening to is this one, right? Or is it this? I'll go here. Here. Triple crit. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, I'm good. That's all I needed to say. So they got a grade 3 in hand. They got a front trigger in hand. And they got a grade 2 in hand. Okay. It's not looking great for them so far. But do they even have Persona Ride? I don't even have Persona Ride, so never mind. I might not have that big of a turn. Yeah, I'm not having that good of a turn, because I just lost Persona Ride twice. So yeah, I'm gonna not do shit next turn. Unfortunately. This one is, does it get 5k again? It might get 5k again, so it's gonna be 36. So I think I take this one, guard the other one. Bro, this is so trash. Yeah, it kind of is just the... Oh my fucking... That's my last Persona Ride. Alright, never mind. Maybe I am cooked here. 1, 2, and 3. Unbelievable.
キル発動
Unbelievable. Yeah, I can just take this. And this is easier to guard.
ヴァンガードに
Can't believe, bro. Chalice would have been nice, yeah. Except I can't play Chalice because I have to play this order every single turn. So,
キル発動
fortunately, Chalice is not really a thing for this type of deck since I have to play a set order every single turn. My friends, don't let Prince order. Alright, shut up.
その牙は届かない
Shut up. I also forgot the energy blast, by the way. But it's fine. Do that all the time.
スキル発動ロックスターンエンドアンロックスキル発動
Oh, so they're only going to draw 2. Because they only unlock these 2.
スキル発動
Okay. Unless they want to unlock this.
スキル発動
I guess they get it from this also, right? So never mind, you can draw 4.
スキル
Because
発
this
動
counts.
アンロック
Now
バ
that
イ
they
ンド
have the soul for it. I love how dude flipped and got power and then instantly got removed.
スキル発動
Yeah, my only saving grace is Obscurate into OT.
スキル発動
That's it. You're playing Jack Jewel, that would have exploded next turn. Shut up. Shut your ass up. Alright, literally can't ride, because fuck me. Let's go ahead and play this. Again, hope we get Obscurate on the first one, so I
セ
can
ットオーダー
mill 3.
スキル発動だ
You have to bank on triggers? Yeah, which I think I have, thankfully, but yeah, this does suck ass. I guess we'll grab her. Maybe I don't have that many triggers, never mind. Fuck me.
スキル発動
Okay, there we go. So I can do this, and I guess the grade 2. We can go ahead and call him out.
スキル発動だ
Now he'll be safe because he'll go to the bottom of the deck.
メリオルコール
I guess I can move this up and attack with it since they're at 5 still.
コール
And I have enough counter blasts to do
スキル
this.
発動だ
I guess I can play this, add it to hand, right? Like, literally. Right, use its effect to bring it back to hand is what I'm trying to say here.
コール
This on this column. And then go to battle. And just have a very simple turn
ヴァン
here.
ガードにアタックだ
They do have 9 cards. We'll see what they do. Ooh, they actually got rid of this. It's like your most important card, but okay. Like this and this are your most important cards. Alright. I'd rather keep that on board than... But we'll see what happens here, I guess.
ヴァンガードにアタックだ
Let's go ahead and swing in here.
スキル発動だ
This is skill. Oh, right, I forgot. Why'd I get these two? Alright, whatever. Or in the back.
メリオルコール
Swing gets power. Didn't I put a grade 1 in there? I must have misclicked. I don't remember selecting this guy. I must have misclicked. Oh, maybe I misclicked. I could have swore. Alright, whatever. Maybe that was the previous turn. Alright, they're gonna discard the
全
draw.
ガード
ドライブチェック
It's broke, he's guarding with that. We'll see.
ドライブチェック
Fortunately, nothing. Just double dog that I can't use this turn. So I might die next turn. At least I
ヴァン
hit
ガードにアタ
okay
ックだ
numbers. Because this is gonna be 25, so at least that's a trigger. And
スキル発動
this is, you know, 33 or whatever. So I hit okay numbers. Or is this just 28? This might just be 28, never mind. But yeah, so I hit okay numbers here. They already guarded with a front. Okay.
ガード
ドライブチェック
I might not have enough for next turn. Come on, you stupid ass dog. You stupid dog. What the fuck? What do you want me to do with you?
スキル発動だ
Dumbass dog. Anyways.
ヴァンガードにアタックだ
Do you not get 5k? Oh, I didn't persona ride. That's right. I'm like, why are my numbers so small? Triple dog, bro. Like, come on. I couldn't get this like 5 turns ago. Are you dead ass? Ugh.
ガード
And I'm pretty sure this was a misclick. But... oh,
ヴァ
well.
ンガードにアタックだ
Oh, concentration guys pretty fast right now. Shut up. They got it. No, they got it. I mean, at least that's a PG, so they might not even be able to stride next turn. We'll see. I think they I don't know if they discarded the Messiah yet. So I know they searched that in the early game. Yeah, do not even make me look bad. Oh, I discarded this again. Good God. They really don't want to lock their own rear guards next turn.
スキル発動だ
Yeah, because I don't remember if they
ターンエンド
what
私
they
の
used to
ターン
stride for. I guess it was this. It was these. Okay. Yeah, so I think they still have Messiah. Yeah, there we go. So they're gonna go to the shitty Messiah stride. I'm assuming, right? Because why else would you discard Messiah? Yeah. Because this one just gets a crit. It's kind of whatever. I have at least 2 PGs, but yeah, it's kind of rough here. Got another one and drop another order, or no? I don't. I just have not seen it. Okay. Does this have? This doesn't have undercover in the name, right? No, so I can't search it with this girl. Oh. Am I dead? How many attacks is this? Unlock, and then... yeah, because the stand doesn't matter, because you just unlock stuff anyways, right? So. He's playing up a little, bro. Doesn't lock rear guards, right? No. Oh yeah, he didn't use this to lock. For whatever reason. He didn't lock one. Why didn't he lock? Huh? Why didn't he lock? It's so confusing. Anyways. I guess I have to guard it now, so it's easier. I guess so I don't hurt my deck. I'll put that at the bottom.
God.
I should be able to guard 2 of these attacks. PG 1, PG another one, and then take 1 attack if I need to. Right. Huh? That's what we're doing. Okay. Oh, they didn't have counterblast. But this would have given them counterblast. So 4 attacks. Okay. I'm a PG. I might still be dead, but like if they check the dots here, but this is depressing, considering they really haven't done much to warrant other than being a stride deck and just getting handed the win here, but okay, thankfully they had the driest checks in the entire world. I don't know how he doesn't have CG with stack on the field. Yeah, I don't understand. Like they could have easily locked this, locked the rear guard of my side, then boosted with this, unflipped, and then they had enough for this. And then I don't think this is once per turn or like if you didn't countercharge, so they could have just used it again. That doesn't make any sense to me. So we're just gonna take this. Go to 5. Hit a defensive draw. Hit a defensive OT. Draw persona. All my personas are in damage. Thanks for reminding me, by the way, that they're all in damage, and now I have no soul. I could just put it here and force them to see if they swing in, because they might just pass third. Oh. They might pass third, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna give me the counter blast. We'll see. They just don't want to countercharge? Oh, there we go.
He's not cooking.
Oh, he got this shit.
Vanguard attack.
Okay, they are gonna give me the... Okay. I'll take it. Sure thing.
ノーガード
Thanks.
俺は負けないダメージチェック
Alright, that's fine. Hopefully... unfortunately, I can't believe I'm saying it. Hopefully I can draw a soul crit.
アンロック
They're gonna draw nothing because they have no soul. They have
Grade 3 and like 2 grade 2s in hand, and I don't know what else.
スタンド&ドロー
Oh, okay, that's something. Alright, whatever. I'm just qualifying.
これが俺の戦う意志だ
Play this. Well, he doesn't have to be called,
セッ
right?
トオーダー
Okay, he doesn't have to be. Like, he can still attack from the back row. He's just not gonna be able to do drive checks. Which I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna notice that. Maybe they'll still think he has drive checks. I guess we'll put him there. I can't call him out, but it's fine. Use this.
スキル発動
So 1 and 2 and shit. I don't want to grab any of these other cards. These are all. I guess fucking. I guess I don't have to. I guess I don't have to. Right. Call obstacle dude here. Call here. Move this up. Call this here. Go to battle. Thank God I at least get 5k.
K to everything.
Should play Divine Scissor S'mores. 2k goes to soul. I don't think that's until set 4 or something like that. But yeah, probably. Probably. I'm just playing the same list that I'm playing IRL, which has the new card from set 6, so I don't have a soul problem. Or at least as much as one. But it's unfortunately not going to be in this game for God knows when. But yeah, I probably could do that. I could probably take out some of the undercover cards to get some cards that give me soul. So they're already going to use this. This many cards to guard. So unless they have 2 PGs,
スキル発動
that still won't be enough. And they can't hit OT. So this should be
ヴァンガードにアタック
checkmate here, but
スキル発動だ
hopefully I didn't select the wrong cards again. Okay, so this and this. Granted, I could just get Obscurate, but I'd probably rather...
If there's optimally, I guess if there's a next
Turd, I can call him out. And this guy gets 5k, so I guess it's fine. It's bad. I can't believe this shit is actually getting power. That's insane. That's those shitty cards from set 3.
トリガーだ
That's funny. Anyways, I'm gonna heal my persona out.
パワープラス
This is a comment from set 3. Oh, she's in set 3? Okay, good.
ドライブチェックドロートリガー
And I'm gonna check that draw trigger that I left in the deck.
パワープラス
And I get my 4th dumbass.
剣を受けてみろ
Oh.
ダメージチェック
Enemy finish. Alright.
これが今の俺だ
GG's, I guess. Yeah, that could have definitely been played a little bit better. The outcome would have possibly been the same, right? I feel like it didn't let me scroll for some reason. The outcome probably would have been the same, but that could have been way better. Well, I checked OT, so it wouldn't have mattered. Oh yeah, yeah. I could have made a couple better choices in your deck. It's probably just, I guess, a new player that hasn't gotten that many cards yet, but. Yeah, if they had like a bunch of other cards, so they had the Viltrosa, so I guess they're just working their way through it. They just literally don't have the BP. I'm guessing is what happened there. I don't know, but all right, I think that'll do it. So that's on the cover. Deck is great here. We'll take a look at the list. It's literally just 4 of
どのデッ
everything,
キを見る
except the right line, right? And doesn't change much. So I'll probably just take out, yeah, so basically for the new guy, you just take out like one of this, and that's it. To put in the new guy, I think I might have taken out all of these, and I'm playing like one of this to have a grade 1, I think what I'm doing, and I took out all copies of this. But I have to check. I could have swore I'm playing one of this, and 2 of this. Sorry, 2 of this. but that doesn't seem right. So I'll have to take a look at my list. But I'm pretty sure, because I'm only playing 3 other new guy, I want to bump it up to 4. But grade 1s are important, right? So playing this in main deck is really good, because it's an undercover grade 1 that you need, right? So we'll see. It's just like 4 right there. The counter charger helps a lot, because it's counter charge and it's draw, and it clears up a column to give you, so like that card does a lot for the deck. The deck still needs a little bit more, but that card does a lot for the deck. So much so that I actually, because I've always liked this deck, and I bought a Keter split when it revealed it. I don't have the deck near me; it's outside. I bought a Keter splits for this deck when it revealed it immediately, because I thought it was super cool, and I didn't want to be priced out of it because it had interaction with Luard and Shadow Paladins. But I just never built it until recently. But I actually have like semi-max rarity. I have the whole core, I think, max rarity. Except for Dyra, because I didn't get her in time. And when I say max rarity, I mean I have the secret. But I'm waiting for one more copy to come in. Might switch the OTs, yeah. I'll see. I have to see which one works, but I think I'm playing actually blue. Right now, my list, or the physical list that I have, but yeah, I just threw in that because like, yeah, whatever, I don't know. So I probably changed to something else. Yeah, probably blue. I don't know about red. Red is probably fine, but it doesn't. I don't know if it does much. But blue is probably the best one, which is what I'm playing. Purple is probably not worth it. And yellow. Yellow's not horrible. I kind of want to play yellow, but I think I ran out of yellows. Just because you have 2 Vanguard swings. Purple, I don't know if that works out because you call front row on attack, so I don't think it really works. Unless you whiff and don't have like a grade 1 or something like that you can call in the back row, so I don't think purple's worth it. As much as the heal is nice, but yeah. Alright, so that'll do it for today. We'll be back Thursday. We'll have a lot to talk about Thursday. We probably won't be able to play Dear Days, we'll see. Because Thursday is when the actually no, we won't have anything to talk about Thursday, so we will play Dear Days. Because the presentation happens that night. Right, so we won't have a lot. We won't be able to talk about the presentation until the Tuesday stream next week. But yeah, Thursday's just Michael, which is probably gonna be a lot of cards. But I don't know. I might skip it because I hate doing the collab cards because it's just so much text and so much to do the slides and it takes forever. But we'll see. I don't know if it's Michael. I think it's like the other one, the Ave Mujika or whatever. Or it might be both. I don't know. We'll see. But but in any case, thank you guys for coming out to the stream. Please enjoy the rest of your day, morning, evening, what have you. And until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Play Vanguard and have yourselves a damn good one. And we'll play Drag Jeweled before the new Drag Jeweled gets revealed. So we can take a look and see what maybe the deck needs and compare that to what the deck actually gets.